All right, so here is a really quick disclaimer. This was recorded 2 years ago. The only reason why it took so long to get it out is that I tried to work on it in the beginning, and for some reason, I just couldn't. And only recently have I actually decided to hunker down and get to work on it. This was recorded in the middle of King of Fighters 15 in its life cycle. So there's no talk about Garou City of Wolves because that did not exist when this was recorded. And the guest that we have on is a VTuber who is no longer doing VTuber stuff. She kind of just stopped doing stuff, which, more power to her, but you can't really find her in places. You can find posts about her in pictures and such, but on Twitter, nah, she's not around. With all that out of the way, let's finally get started on this. Welcome to LGBT+VG, the podcast where me and other friends and guests who are of LGBT persuasion have a discussion and headcanon some characters in a video game series as being gay, bi, trans, what have you. We're not experts on this. In fact, this is just a very for fun, very unserious conversation unless there's some kind of proof in canon about someone's gender identity or sexuality. If we're not taking this all that seriously, then you shouldn't. It's all fun in games here, you know? Hello and welcome to LGBT+VG, the podcast where gamers with a hard Y talk about characters in a series and try and see if they're gay, straights, or what have you. It's been several hot minutes since last time we talked about anything, but we're back and it's the next part of KOF. So I'm joined by, once again, Flaw. And I'm joined by a new regular guest, Honey Frost. Hello. Hello. And our guest today is the one and only FGC B-tuber, Cena Plumiel.
You know what's fucked up is that I'm not even the only one. There's at least one more.
That is fucked up.
Hi, it's me, Cena, from twitch.tv/Cena Plumiel.
Make sure to sub with Twitch Prime.
Follow and subscribe and smash that notification button.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Cheese. I am a KOF liker, and I always relish any opportunity to talk about the game.
Yeah.
You're among friends, among fellow KOF likers.
Yes.
I don't know anything about KOF.
You're the outside perspective that we need.
Oh, yeah.
By the end of today, you're going to know exactly 10% more about KOF than you knew before.
Wouldn't I know 100% more?
Well, what's 100 times 0?
Exactly. All right, so no better place to start than with the beginning of the saga. So, all right, the biggest elephant in the room. Let's just get it out of the way. You know him, I know him. Some hate him, some love him, some want to be him, some want to be with him. It's our boy, Ash Crimson.
KOF 2003 started the Ash Crimson saga. This was the first official start of a story that wasn't, finagled halfway through by SNK Playmore after they went bankrupt. So they decided that they wanted to invert the players' expectations for what to make for characters starting with KOF 2003, and there's really no better way to describe that than with the new quote-unquote hero team of KOF 2003, which was Ash Crimson, Duelan, and Shenwu. And Ash Crimson's definitely the most polarizing of the three, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, Duelan is pretty polarizing. People like Shen, but... Okay, so Ash, mainly, we're talking about, designed in opposition to the previous two heroes, which were Kyo and K-Dash. They're definitely more morally ambiguous. You're not really certain of what their goals are or what their intentions are, or even they're even quote unquote good guys,
Yeah, like he's like evil, but he's also good. You don't know exactly what he's up to, and you're not sure if it's good or bad. But like, he's on the front of the cover for a reason.
I see.
He's one of those characters that, from at least from what I've found in the fandom, you either love him or you hate him. There's really not much of an in between. And personally, I love him.
If we're going into our judgments, then I'm going to say purely on design alone, this man is either very gay or unpleasantly straight.
I like the modifier unpleasantly straight.
You know what
justify
I'm
that.
talking about.
I know. No, I get it.
Justify that. Explain that a little bit. Speak on that, if you will.
Like, obviously, he looks like a twink, so it would make sense if he was gay, but he also has that same kind of energy where he looks like he would, like, slap people's butts without asking.
Oh, like misogynist straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he
You
would
can be
do
gay
that,
and
but that's the
misogynistic.
thing. But that's the thing. Yeah, you can be gay and You can be gay and not respect people's boundaries, which
Well,
Ash
that's
absolutely does
true.
not do.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna-
Ash doesn't respect anybody for the most part.
First of all, he's French, so that's already a mark against
There.
him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. It's okay for Shermie, but not Ash.
Yes, because I like Shermie.
Yeah.
I feel
Fair
like
enough.
this Ash Crimson could be non-binary.
Maybe.
Alright. Yo, the Ash Crimson, like, what are we thinking? Like a he, they, or a they, them?
Yeah. Like,
Or
it's a
any
very,
pronouns.
it's very, yeah, any pronouns. It's a very gender-neutral name, and a very gender-neutral presentation as well.
Yeah,
Like-
I will say the amount of non-binary people I know with the name Ash is not zero.
Yeah.
It's more than zero. Okay, I'm on the SNK wiki right now. I'm on the KOF wiki. I'm gonna read out some little tidbits of Ash Crimson. He is 5'10", 130 pounds.
God, fucking stick boy.
Likes his fingernails. Dislikes bothersome and uninteresting things.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hobbies.
Ash is like a cat. He's very temperamental. It's like if you're boring him, he'll let you know it.
Yep. Hobbies are nail art. Favorite food is Sacktorte, which is like, I think like, it's like an Austrian dessert.
Viennese chocolate pie. Yeah.
Okay. Forte in sports? None. Because sports are a bother.
Fighting style is that he steals other people's styles. That's his whole thing, is that he can steal powers, and we don't know to what degree he can do that. It's never specified. He could potentially do it whenever he wants.
No wonder he looks so smug in every picture.
He's kind of busted though.
Yeah. And
So
he
does
knows
he-
it.
Uru's powers and Iori's powers, and he said right to Kyo's face, "Yo, you're next, bitch."
So he, like, actually takes the powers, he doesn't just copy them?
No, he took them. Like Iori didn't have his flames in KOF 13,
Oh, wow.
and Chizuru straight up wasn't playable during this time.
Oh no.
I also want to read this from the development notes. Ash was created with the intent of creating a, quote, attractive evil character.
Oh yeah.
And little was changed about this during the conception and design. And,
I see.
yeah, and they wanted very specifically to make him look feminine looking and unheroic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the face of a hero. This is a face of someone who will fuck your wife and call you a racial slur.
He will drink all your Pepsi and call you a bitch. I love Ash Crimson a lot. I think he gets a lot of unjust hate for no reason. I think a lot of the people who hate Ash Crimson also probably don't like gay rights in general.
Oh, there we go.
I'll go that far. Yeah. I think that my verdict on what Ash is, I want to say he's probably bisexual. And I'm not just projecting here. I think I got evidence to support my claim. He's really friendly with a lot of people, no matter the gender. You know what he does with a lot of his teammates and people that like meets and talks to? He gives them pet names. Like he calls Elizabeth He calls Elizabeth Betty. He calls Kukri Kooky. he calls Oswald Ozzy. So, and also he thinks really fondly of a lot of his teammates. Like, he will straight up compare people in 15, like to Duolon and Shenwu, and goes like, "Oh, you're not nearly as fun as them. This won't do for me." And he thinks really highly of Betty, and he actually really thinks highly of Shermie. He got like, and if he beats her in combat, his quote is, "It's a shame you're with Orochi. I feel like we get on like the duck to water."
Because they're both French bitches.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Alright.
I think he could go either way. I think, or he could just be pansexual. I think, yeah.
I'm going with the any pronouns pansexual.
As long as it like bothers bigots, he will take that route.
Oh well, he's gonna do that forever. Like,
Yeah.
I think I would take it further. I think he wants to bother everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that this man is a gay homophobe.
Serial bother Ash Crimson.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Ash Crimson is like a shining example of like I think Ash is a litmus test for fighting game fans. Do you hate this character design? Yes. It's like, get away from me, homophobe.
All right.
Because they're the same type of people who hate Ash are the same type of people who are like, oh, why is he wearing that? I don't know, kinda gay, bro. It's like those people.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we mentioned him. Now we're bringing him out. Duolon.
Duolon is from the same assassin clan as Lin from KOF 2000. Unlike Lin, he's actually kind of good looking.
Yeah. Those fighting styles where like those fictional fighting styles where it's like, oh, you use your hair to whip them to distract them. No, this dude uses his hair as an actual weapon.
I see.
He's also got Dalsum stretchy arms. He can like send his limbs under the ground to attack you from underneath. Duolon's a weirdo.
Yeah. In keeping with the theme of subverting expectations of the hero team, this dude is a literal necromancer who can summon dead spirits from the netherworld.
He can decompose himself and then recompose himself in another location. It's called necromantic teleportation.
Ugh.
Very calm, very stoic attitude, strong sense of justice. Alright, I'm gonna read off the stats. Height, 189 centimeters, so he's 6'2", and 174 pounds, 79 kilograms. He likes the Edicts of the Flying Brigands, which is his assassin clan, and his mother's keepsakes. He dislikes tomato juice.
Oh,
Hobbies, hunting for cryptids, and mahjong.
He does, wow.
This man is asexual.
I can see that. Okay, yeah.
No, I think you nailed it, honey.
Forte in sports. There are no sports he's bad at.
Man, we should have done this for the first KOF video.
Like, that doesn't seem like it's true. It seems like he's just saying that.
I mean, how are we gonna prove this?
Exactly.
Bro.
All right. We were talking about him off stream a little bit because Cena was doing some pretty cool combos.
I was not.
You say that. Shenwu.
Yeah, Shenwu.
Shenwu fucking slaps, dude.
Love this guy.
You have like a cool character when his design is shirtless guy, but it still slaps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the development note for Shenwu.
Yes, please read it.
The first concept for Shenwu was depicted as, quote, a wild and sexy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking nailed it.
Height, 6'2", also. So Ash is not short, but compared to the other two members on his team, Ash is like 4 inches shorter than both of them. Raised in Shanghai, China. Weight 214 pounds. Likes evidence of his power.
He is big ego man.
Dislikes jellyfish.
Oh.
Hobbies, fighting tough opponents and watching combat sports. Favorite food, Shanghai crabs. And forte in sports is ping pong.
This guy is pansexual, but he only dates bottoms.
Oh, I disagree. No, I think Shenwu is hyper straight. I think
No.
Shenwu is uncomfortably, like you said, uncomfortably straight. He's a misogynist. That's what I think.
No, I feel like just from that description, like he likes anything that proves his power, right? So he would totally like to top other guys. 'Cause-
Okay. See, here's where I'm gonna say, this is the type of dude who like has an Instagram account based all about like alpha shit and like hustle grind culture. And then he has like a secret grinder where he's like a fucking power bottom.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know about that. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
I
Power
think he's a
bottom.
secret power bottom.
I agree with Honey. I think he's top only. You know,
Yeah.
you remember that episode of It's Always Sunny where they're in the gay bar,
Yeah.
like, trying to impress the lawyer, and then Frank is like only asking about like, okay, but how does someone determine? I'd be a top for sure. Like
Yeah.
that's him. He's definitely a meathead, and meatheads like you can really go either way with those. I don't get a whole lot of gay vibes from him, but I also don't think he respects women either. And I know he doesn't because his dialogue with Mai in 13 is very troubling.
so like the comic of like and they were both bottoms, and then the alternate version of and they were both tops, where they're just
Yeah.
reaching into each other. Yeah, no, I feel like that's Shenwu. It doesn't matter who he's with. It's just they're both going at it like that. They were both tops.
I think Ash likes Shenwu. I think Ash has tea with Dulan. I think he wants to get in Shenwu's pants.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
He misses him a lot. He mentions him more than Dulan.
You know what it is? Shenwu, uncomfortably straight, but Ash uses that to his advantage and tries to like make him uncomfortable, and like it's like, oh, you want to fuck me, don't you? Oh, you want to fuck me so bad.
Come on, teach me a lesson.
Like,
Yeah.
like really trying to like just like it doesn't matter if it's a hate fuck. It's as long as it's in there, he's won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Ash would roll over at the end and goes like, haha, you're gay now.
Yeah.
One more note for Rushen Wu. Due to, two more notes actually. Due to Ash's appearance, the developer notes that Shenwu appears more like the main character no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
Kind of true, not gonna lie. Because he's more like Theo. He's more like,
Yeah.
he's got that brash sort of, 90s anime, like, masculine dude type of quality.
Is it
Yeah.
any fucking surprise that Maximilian picked Shenwu and not Ash?
Yeah.
And apparently, they were having trouble having his. They toiled to make sure that his moves were distinct from other punchy KOF characters like Ralph and Yashiro. Big muscly dudes that also hit you really hard.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the team. That's the big hero team for the new saga. That's where this saga's at.
Your hero team is Evil Femboy, the perfect life form, allegedly, and Shenwu. All right, next we have the main man, the unstoppable powerhouse. No one can touch him. 5-time world champion himself, T-Zoc.
Yeah! I fucking love T-Zoc.
I have a story about T-Zoc. I went to MagFest 2020 right before COVID hit, and there was like a big open arcade room, and I just remember at one point I was playing this guy in Garou amongst this like really crowded fighting game aisle, and I landed the big fall on him, and I just out loud, I was so excited, I just out loud just screamed, "Fall!" He's so hype.
So, I'm a grappler enjoyer,
Yeah.
as many people probably know.
Yes. No. Out of all the FGC people that I know, Cena is the biggest grappler enjoyer. Not only that, she literally ran one of those like Twitter poll like tournaments, literally ranking all the grapplers.
Yeah, number one was
God.
Potemkin, surprising nobody.
Uh,
It did come down to him and King from Tekken, though.
I'm main king.
I think just saying it before I hear any information about it. I think Tizak is straight, but he's sorry.
He's sorry.
He's straight, but he's sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry that he's straight. Okay. Okay. So Tizak. Okay, he's 27 years old. He's Mexican.
There's no way Tizak is just 27. I'm just gonna say it.
He's 27. That's what it says.
There's no way Shen Wu is older than Tizak.
He's 7'1", big boy, 260 pounds, probably all muscle. He is job occupation pro wrestler. He likes his Griffin mask. I hope so.
Mhm.
And he loves the smiles of children.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's one of the big see Tizak is the face version of him.
Yes.
Like he's the good guy. So of course he's like John Cena. He wants to see the kids succeed and be happy. He dislikes illegal moves and the wrestlers who use them nonchalantly. Ooh.
Tizak is kind of cut from the same cloth. I know we were just talking about King, where they're like, do it for the kids. Because that's like a big thing that Japanese culture got from luchadores.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, specifically from Frey Tormenta, the originator of Master Wrestler who did it for the kids.
Right.
We'll talk about the heel persona in a second, but I'll go through these notes real quick. Favorite food, quote, I eat anything.
That's such a hero thing to say.
Yeah, that rules.
Forte in sports, triathlon. Special skill, he can hold 5 average men on his bridge.
Oh, on his bridge.
That's incredible. And his most unpleasant, he doesn't like magazine interviews.
Mm.
The basic thing about Tizak is that he's the Griffin. The Griffin, as some people call him, or the Griffin mask.
Well, because Griffin is his Japanese name.
Yeah, he's basically a wrestler who lives the gimmick. So like what he looks like and acts like in the ring is also who he is outside of the ring. Like he's just, which it's kind of funny because he's pretty loud in the ring. So like he doesn't. So it's like some people would like see him like screaming a lot. But his heel persona, which we're gonna get to right now, the King of Dinosaurs.
Yeah!
Yeah. So this is him turning heel. He sent Tizak to the Great Tar Pit in the sky and became the King of Dinosaurs.
I see.
So KOD actually specifically is a revenge thing where Tizak was beat by this guy named Nelson who showed up in KOF 14. And so Tizak had to die, and King of Dinosaurs is like coming back to get revenge on Nelson.
Some Bray Wyatt shit.
Yeah.
King of Dinosaurs is outrageous. He's incredible. He is the heel, but he still pretty much acts. It's still Tizak, so like, it's the same guy. He tsundere still cares for the kids. So.
None of that information changes my answer. He is straight, but he is sorry.
I think, largely, I was originally, before KOF 14, if you had asked me this question before 14, I probably would have said gay. But then I saw the Team Mexico ending, and like, he just turned into Putty in Angel's hands when she started petting him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he literally starts purring.
I think Tizak/KOD is a supportive Mexican dad who doesn't really know what's going on here.
I like that.
Like,
Yeah.
he'll take you to Pride, but he won't know what's happening.
Yeah.
They'll think he's part of Pride with his outfit.
True.
But yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's amazing character design that, like, we've never seen this dude's face, and at this point, we just don't care because this is his face.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like King.
So in the KOF 14 manga, there is a bit where he fights Clark.
Oh my
And-
god, this!
Clark removes the dinosaur mask, and he's wearing the griffin mask underneath.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god.
You know what that reminds me of? It's that bit in that Justice Friends episode where like Krunk takes off Major Glory's mask and there's another one and another one and another one. He was like, "When I say secret identity, I mean secret identity."
That's really good.
What's also funny is that because the King of Fighters tournament has incredibly poorly defined rules, Clark has to forfeit that match because he unmasked the luchador.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
dishonorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
El Toro Fuerte never removes his mask.
So what I mean when I say that he's straight but he's sorry is like essentially he's regretful that he can't appreciate everyone equally. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
I can see that.
He loves everyone, but you know, in the platonic way, and he wants to express more, but he knows that he can't actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more note before we move on. The only thing really that changes on his likes and dislikes when he becomes King of Dinosaurs is that he likes legendary beast masks and he hates meteorites, plagues, and ice ages. He is a dinosaur.
All right. Next, the bane of many players in the games that he's in, which includes me with Garo, Gato.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, we are. We're at Gato.
Gato's homophobic, 100%.
Mm,
Whether or not he's gay is up to debate. This man is homophobic.
yeah.
Gato is one of those characters in a fighting game. I'm convinced he's busted by design.
Yeah.
Well, he's a Baji Kwan guy, and Baji Kwan is good in every game that it's in.
Yep.
He's like Zero from Mega Man, busted in every game he's in. Gato's definitely probably one of the more stoic and serious characters in KOF. He was one of the more popular ones from Garo, Mark of the Wolves, when he was brought in. Although reading the story for Y is actually kind of sweet, for his like mean and gruff as he looks on the outside and like antagonistic and doesn't want to talk to people as he is. Apparently, like the team he was on that year, he was on a team with Billy and Yamazaki, and on the villains team. And because they were all hired by Geese, but the only reason he took that job was so that Hotaru wouldn't be hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, he did to protect her. So it's like, and as soon and it shows because as soon as they in their ending, as soon as the tournament was over, Gato dipped. He got the fuck out of there.
He's like, I'm not fucking around with these bitches no more.
Yeah, like Billy and Yamazaki are ready to kill each other, and Gato's like, "This is stupid. You're stupid. I'm leaving."
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You're cool.
Fuck you. I'm out.
Essentially.
Alright, so Gato, 26 years old, birthplace unknown, possibly Japan.
Possibly.
He is 5'11", 181 pounds. Likes his mother's necklace, exciting things, and beautiful places. Dislikes people who disparage themselves. Hobbies, East Asian calligraphy. Favorite food is Tom Yum Kun. Oh, Tom Yum. Yeah, that's like a Southeast Asian thing.
Yeah.
His forte in sports is swimming. Special skill can hold his breath underwater for 10 minutes.
That's a long time.
Finds it unpleasant to pay attention. Favorite music is, quote, homie music. I have no idea what
What
that
the?
means.
What's a homie music?
It's spelled Homey.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Gato is a loner. I don't think he's interested in sex even the slightest bit.
Yeah.
I think it's another case of asexual or just not interested, kind of like, Iori or
I don't
something.
know. Looking at his picture, I feel like he is like he might be anything, but I feel like he's the kind of guy would like get a wife and have a kid just to like further the bloodline regardless of his other feelings.
You think so? He hates his family.
Oh.
He does?
He hates his father for what he did. Like like I said, Gato's story is very serious.
Yeah, it's like Garo got really fucking heavy at times.
Yeah, like T-Zoc's one of the lighter parts of Garo, honestly. There's really not that much to say about Gato. He's just sort of a loner who just doesn't want to face the horrors of what his family did, and like he's just trying to protect Hotaru, who may or may not be her sister. It's a very touch and go, will they, won't they resolve this story as far as Gato's concerned.
I see.
Any thoughts, Cheese?
I hate him.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've played so much Garo, and this dude's literally always a brick wall.
Yeah, no, that's well, then that means they're doing a good job.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of just agree with everything that's being said. I have nothing else to add. Next, Malin.
Yes,
This is one of those characters I don't know anything about.
So, okay, I'll fill in the gaps. And by the way, you did pronounce that right, because evidently that's a developer note.
Oh, cool.
Malin's name, or Malin, is being spelled as Malin and not Maiden, which is something that the supervising designer of 2003 insisted on with no reason given.
It's like how they insisted that Hotaru be the definition of moe.
Yeah. So she was put into 2003 because, for those of you who don't know, the Kim team in 2003 was Kim, Jun-hoon, and Chang. But Jun-hoon was brought in when there were 4 members on the team during the K-Dash saga, right? Because of the striker system. So, like, teams had 4 people, not 3. So they kept Jun-hoon, but they also kept Chang. So there was nowhere for Choi to go. So Choi wasn't in 2003. So Mei Lin was the stand-in gameplay-wise for Choi. She's not exactly Choi, like, exactly gameplay-wise, but, like, she's close enough. She's the trap character who doesn't play like a traditional fighting game character.
Right.
She uses like yo-yos and knives and shit. She's like a very dishonorable fighter. She's also apparently really vain too. Like when Yuri in 11 called her fighting style dishonorable, she took that to heart and made a fuck you Kyokugen Ryu team, and like made her team full of people who hate that fighting style.
That fucking rules, by the way.
Yeah, no, she's like she she holds a grudge. But here's the thing: and I'm leaving this up to Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Do we talk about her because she is listed as 17?
Yeah, that's fine.
As long as we're like not talking about like who she's gonna get down, do the do with, then yeah.
Lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, there's no way she's not a lesbian. Even just not going off looks, she doesn't really have any meaningful interactions with any male characters. All of her stuff is with all the other girls. So yeah.
All right. Stats. Birth date February 4th, 17 years old. Birthplace Osaka, Japan. Height 5'1". Weight 99 pounds.
Tiny.
Job / occupation student, probably. Member of an unknown organization.
It's implied she's like an assassin or some shit.
Right.
Not really clear.
Likes her order-made hammer. Dislikes bugs and frogs. Hobbies: playing the clarinet and koto, or Japanese harp. Favorite food: swanlatang, which is like a hot and sour soup. Curry soup, spicy and sour foods. Forte in sports, badminton, and swimming. Favorite music is J-pop.
Yeah.
It's funny because like the girl or the women fighters team was going through like a weird identity crisis during the Ash saga. So like she and the person who joined that sort of team in 11, there's no real story to why they just got recruited because like, yeah, I'm fucking good.
Yeah, like she's on a team with Athena and Hinako, who have nothing in common.
Yeah. And she doesn't really contribute that much to that story either. Like she's largely speaking, she's just kind of a comedy character.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with lesbian though. I think we're all on the same. Like the way that she has like this weird fixation on Yuri.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I don't blame her.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on because this next character, it's actually 2 characters.
Yes, I was about to say we should bring up the both of them. We have Adelheid and Rose Bernstein.
Oh fuck! I forgot that Adelheid showed up in this game.
Adelheid Bernstein. He's the final boss of this game.
He's one of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, he was in a certain like path. If you don't run into Mukai, you run into Adelheid.
Yeah.
And this was his art for 2003, and alongside him in this other art is his sister Rose. So real nobility family. They are the son and daughter of the old final boss Rugal Bernstein, and they share some qualities with him, but like it went very different ways for both of them. Like Rugal, like Adelheid inherited Rugal's fighting ability for sure, but none of the evil. He's actually a really good sport and like an honorable fighter. Rose isn't evil. She's just kind of got like a violent temper, and like she doesn't take her brother losing a fight very well because she loves him. She like idolizes Adelheid because he's so cool, and like yeah, he is. But she's kind of like a brat. She's kind of like hoity-toity, like high class Ojo-sama type.
Yeah, best.
Adelheid is unfortunate, I would say, in the KOF series because he only appeared in 2003 and 11. He was supposed to show up in 13, but he got cut. Like a lot of characters got cut from that game. And he was supposed to have a bigger story role in that game. He even shows up in one of the cutscenes, but then that's it. And he hasn't shown up since.
Alright, so honey, how are we feeling about Rose and Adelheid?
Adelheid is 100% gay, and Rose, I don't know. I feel like she probably would marry a man, but she might like dabble with women sometimes.
I feel like Rose and Adelheid are Adelheid is constantly trying to hide the fact that he's gay from Rose, and he does it really poorly.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think Rose knows, and she like doesn't care. Like she's supportive of him anyways, but she thinks it's really funny how hard he tries to hide it.
Yeah, that tracks for me.
I think that I'm going to read something right here in not the development notes, but in the trivia notes for Adelheid. Is that Adelheid shares a lot of similarities with Rock Howard.
They do have a lot of similarities, yeah.
They're both the sons of the evil bastard final boss, but they've chosen different paths, and they're not dickheads. They're actually decent people, and they're both good fighters. Whereas we settled on Rock Howard in the last video is that he's a pretty unassuming guy. He's probably straight, but he just doesn't know how to talk to girls. He's just like because he's largely been he had a fucked up childhood, and he's largely just been sheltered. Terry's like the most out with anybody he's ever been, so you know. Adelheid's probably the opposite side of the spectrum. I agree here. I think he's probably gay. And if he's not gay, he is the character for the gay fans of KOF, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rose, I would say I actually agree with Cheese. I'd say she probably dabbles.
But I was the one who said that.
Yeah, no, Honey said that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Honey. Yeah. Whoever said that.
I know we both have food-based names, but please.
I apologize. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, I agree with what you said though. Like,
okay.
Yeah, she probably just dabbles.
Yeah.
I mean, Rose is the background character for real, but like, yeah.
Does Adelheid have any significant interactions with other characters?
Yes, actually. It's mostly story, serious stuff, but he does interact with Heidern, which is really funny because Heidern is the one who hates Rugal the most. So like, he's willingly working with his son because his son's not a piece of shit. Like, Adelheid actually wants to undo a lot of the bad stuff his dad did, which is good. Adelheid's a good guy.
He's a good boy. It is, again, one of the most commonly requested characters to return.
And I do think, I wish he would, because, like, I'm looking at his, like, bio notes and everything. There's not as much fun stuff here. And I think that's a shame, because I just don't think he's had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose has some stuff. Hold on, what does Rose have?
Oh, does she?
Rose? Okay.
Oh, she does. Oh, shit.
Rose likes herself and her older brother, dislikes ugly and weak people, hobbies playing the piano, favorite food is rose petals preserved in sugar, forte in sports is fencing, she finds losing unpleasant, And favorite music is possibly classical music. I don't know why it possibly is there, but there you go.
But that's it for the playable characters.
Now we have, I want to say the tallest KOF character, Big Gray Man himself, Mukai.
Oh.
This is the least interesting KOF final boss of all time. I hate this
He's
guy.
he's just a big gray dude that can make pillars.
How can you say that Magaki exists?
Okay, you know what? You're right, because I literally forgot that Magaki exists. I don't care about this guy. I don't even want to talk about this guy.
Yeah, like, what can you
Well-
say about him?
I'll tell you what you can say about him. I'm pretty sure he's the tallest KOF character.
And that's it.
7'7". Yep.
That's all you can really say about him.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait a minute. He doesn't like bad food.
Oh,
Damn.
all right.
I'm glad I read that. So he's part of the villain group of the Ash Saga, those from the past, which are like a bunch of cultists with like supernatural powers who are trying to absorb the power of Orochi so they can rule over space and time. They've pretty much already got time covered, but like Orochi's the other part they need to like obtain full universal dominance. And like he's just the big guy who makes rocks. He's not very interesting. He's
I
just
feel
a
like-
big, he's a big obstacle. That's all he is.
Yeah. I want to say that this guy is asexual, aromantic, and agender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do.
Yeah, I can go with that.
That's King of Fighters 2003.
Yeah.
And now we're starting 11. We're starting right with a bang. We're starting with Oswald.
Yeah, Oswald!
Okay, so I fucking love King of Fighters 11,
Oswald,
but more
yeah.
than that, I just really, really love Oswald. I think he's fucking awesome.
Okay, so Oswald fights. He's like Gambit from the X-Men. He fights with cards.
Kinetic card.
And yeah, his cards are like really sharp. They can cut skin, pierce bone, and like he apparently has some sort of a telekinetic control over them because he can like throw them in the air and then they just like shoot themselves at somebody when he wants them to. Whenever like you have to see his fighting style to really believe it. It's so outrageous and I love it.
It's really cool. I love old characters just in general. I don't
Yeah.
think that there's enough of them.
Especially in KOF, a lot of the characters are like really young, or they're like the stereotypical like old master in fighting style. Like, I mean, like KOF's not that cut and dry, but like there aren't a lot of characters like Oswald in general, much less in KOF.
Right.
And they specifically designed him to be quote an older gentleman and quote the good-looking glasses character.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say he's good looking.
No, it's that first one gives him a lot of like forehead.
He's kind of got no hairline.
Well, I mean, I would say for his age, he probably looks good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How old is he?
We don't. That's the thing. We don't. There in the KOF 11 profiles, there's no specific ages, but it's presumed that he's probably in his 50s or 60s.
Okay, because if he's like,
he's a retired assassin.
cause I don't know, if he's like 80, then he looks good. But if he's like 60, then I feel like I could do better.
I mean, he's 6'2" and 172 pounds. For an old timer, that's pretty fit.
Yeah. He's also Irish.
Yes, he's Irish. Yeah.
Job, former professional assassin, likes, dislikes the past. Hobbies, bottle ships, favorite food, chocolate, forte in sports is golf.
He's a pretty serious person, but like he's also just effortlessly cool. Like man, I don't know. Like he's just one of those characters I think you have to see to really get the whole idea.
Yeah, he is one of those characters that's like also infamously difficult to play.
Oh yeah, Lord is he.
Let's see.
He's not
Like-
quite on hell level difficult, but he's pretty difficult.
I feel like this man is gay. To me, he is giving Tim Gunn.
I
Giving
think
what?
Tim Gunn?
I think that Oswald is potentially asexual, but I don't think he's aromantic.
No, I 100% agree. I think Oswald is like an old gay queen from like New York who's like lived through the history, you know?
Yeah.
I think he's like at the like. I can agree. I can see that like he's gay. I think he's at the point of his life where he's like, if someone's coming on to me and I find myself interested in them, then sure, go ahead. Like, not pansexual, like, you know, outwardly so. He's like not gonna refuse anyone that he has an interest in.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Leon the Professional.
Oh,
Yeah.
No women, no kids.
Next, another banger right off the bat at the beginning of 11, Elizabeth Blanc Torch.
Yeah.
Lesbian.
Now this is actually her KOF 13 design. This was her design that they went with in KOF 11.
Oh God.
Oh,
No. Elizabeth Blanc Torch, also known as Betty.
Yep, Betty.
So she's close friends. She's like close childhood friends with Ash Crimson.
The only reason he gets out of bed in the morning.
Literally.
Yeah, she's like the last member of like this noble family in France, and she grew up with Ash. Like they took him in at a young age for like there's not really a disclosed reason why, but there was like a fire in their mansion, and then he left after that. And she's been trying to bring him back to her ever since, like because she feels like he abandoned like what they were gonna do, and like I don't know, like they've got like an older sister younger brother relationship, but some people read it as like a romantic thing instead, and I think you could go either way with it because of how fondly they care for one another.
I don't know. It doesn't add up to me.
Honey is not convinced.
Convinced
Alright,
that Ash would put his penis in a woman. He's not convinced.
Alright, let's read the stats. Height, 5'8", weight 128 pounds. Her job is listed as noblewoman.
Yeah.
Not a job. We need to. Likes her mission / pride.
She's a private.
Dislikes people who lack faith and irresponsible people. Hobbies are wine tasting. Favorite food is wine, specifically Chateau Latour. Forte in sports is horseback riding. Special skill is can function normally without 3 days of sleep.
I wish I had that. So yeah, Elizabeth is even for KOF, she's kind of a stoic character. She's rather serious, and she's rather devoted to just finishing her mission, and her mission up till 15 is bring Ash back.
Yeah.
Which she did. She actually completed it, so good on her.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her.
They originally had her designed as Ash's rival, but they decided to just make them like sort of a guiding character for his story instead, which I think is a good call. What do you think, just looking at her? Do you still stand by lesbian with all
Lesbian.
this? What about you, Sina?
I think Elizabeth is probably a she/they lesbian. That's what I'm going with. And I think that she is the rare type of... She is the she/they who will make, like... She will correct other people when they fuck up other people's pronouns.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
She has prop, it's what it's for.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that she's either a lesbian, or I do think that she is in love with Ash. I don't think there's either two ways about it. It's one of the two, and I don't know which one it is.
Here's my thing. I think that both Ash and Elizabeth would potentially be attracted to each other if they weren't... So I think it's like they're such close childhood friends that they don't even see each other that way, you know?
That's a very fair reading into it. And
Like, they don't
like
register each other as potential, like, sexual partners, you know?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it's cute. I think it'd be really cute. But like either way, like if that wasn't the case, I think yeah, she's probably more into women otherwise.
Based on just the look, honestly, I got nothing new to add. I'm kind of just like agreeing mostly with anyone in that, like probably more into women, but also like is like she won't say outwardly like who she's into and doesn't want to make it like any part of any conversation, so she's not gonna let anyone know until the moment happens.
She won't draw attention to it.
Yeah.
Okay. She's prideful, but not prideful.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's not like other gays.
Yeah.
See, I'm not like other gays, says the other gay.
All right. Okay. But fuck all that. We're coming up on probably the most underrated Fatal Fury character, Duck King.
Now,
Duck King.
yeah.
Bring
Now,
back
Duck
Duck
King.
King, you fucking cowards.
Now, Duck King almost made it into KOF 97 on the fan-voted team, because we mentioned that in the last video. There was a team in KOF 97, Billy, Yamazaki, and Blue Mary, who were voted in by, like, SNK's fans for, like, a special team. Like, who do you want to see? And those were the 3 that made it. Duck King, I think, was 4th place.
Oh, God.
I think he just barely lost to Blue Mary.
Well, I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, but like Duck King's awesome. He's really cool. He's the quintessential guy who fights with something that's not at all a fighting style. He's just a guy who likes to party. Like, he fought Terry once in the original Fatal Fury, and ever since then they've been friends, and he's been trying to get better at what he does. There's really not much to him. With Duck King, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Yep. A friendly and outgoing guy towards everyone, Duck King lives to dance and party. He shows little respect concerning those he deems to be evil, like Geese Howard. He considers Terry to be his martial arts rival, but otherwise regards him as a good friend.
That's why he was on the team with Terry in King of Fighters 11. They urged Kim to take a fucking day off with Chang and Choi and team with them instead. And it took 4 people to convince him, but yeah, they finally did, and they made the Fatal Fury team. And the most unique version I think it's ever been.
So, birthplace, United States, as an American boy.
Okay.
Height, 5'10", weight 137 pounds. I'm gonna say that this is funny because the wiki also lists family/relatives, and for Duck King, it only lists Peachon, his pet chicken.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a little pet chicken that follows him in the background of his stages whenever he fights. It's really cute.
Job/occupation is DJ and professional dancer. Likes his pet chicken. Dislikes rising tackle, one of Terry's special moves.
That's hilarious.
Hobbies are listed as dance, dance, and dance. A favorite food is buttercorn, which I can respect.
Yeah.
Forte in sports is street basketball. Special skills is specifically American jokes. And favorite music is rap.
Alright. So I think Duck King is agender, but goes by he, him pronouns because he doesn't care. And I think he's probably pansexual.
I can see
see
both
that.
of those. Yeah, I can see both of those.
My immediate reading was that Duck King is also straight, but he's like he has a lot of gay friends. Like, you know, whenever someone in his community needs like a DJ for their local gay party, he's like always down to do it.
That's a really cute reading. I think like he's a lot like Terry. Where we mentioned Terry with like, if Terry's not bisexual or whatever, we said that in the original video that Terry is probably the best ally you could ever have.
The best ally.
And I think Duck King's in that camp. I think Duck King is a great ally if he is straight. Otherwise, I could definitely read into the pansexual thing.
I mean, when you're friends with Terry, like, you learn to be a good ally.
Yeah, Duck King's a really chill person from what we know about him. Like, I remember in the ending, it was really funny. They actually got Kim to drink, you know, to actually get him to cut loose a bit, but then Kim kept just screaming about work, and Terry and Duck were like, yeah, he's killing the buzz, let's go.
He's killing the vibe.
Yeah, don't ruin my vibe.
Following the most underrated KOF character with another one, B. Jeanette.
Fuck! I love Bijane.
She's
Bijane is
so awesome. I love her.
Ooh.
I'm so happy she came back for 15.
So, honey, based on this look, you probably maybe wouldn't get that. She's a pirate.
Oh, like with the skull and crossbone.
Yes.
Yep, that dress is a flag. Yep.
Alright. She's a trans woman and she's straight.
Yes, 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 yes. Honey, I'm going to kiss you on the mouth. You are so correct.
So Bijanet, probably an inversion of Jean Benet.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. She's a pirate. She's a pirate girl, but like she's not like she wasn't raised on the sea. She's actually a rich English girl, but she decided, yo, fuck this hoity-toity shit. I'm gonna go to the Seven Seas and I'm gonna steal a pirate crew, and they're mine now.
She's so good.
Yeah. One of my favorite fighting game win quotes of all time is in Garou, because she's in the original Garou Mark of the Wolves. When she beats Kevin Ryan, the policeman, she goes, "Ew, you're a cop? See you later, alligator."
She's so based.
I love that.
Height 5'6", weight 108 pounds, birthplace England. Job/occupation Lillian Knight's captain. Likes her Lillian Knight's companions. The silence and stillness of 1,000 meters deep in the sea. The newest weapon of the Lillian Knights. Dislikes diesel ships because they stink. Hobbies are nail art and invading territorial waters. Favorite food is sirloin steak. She saves them in the galley. Forte in sports is tennis and equestrian. Special skill, her internal clock is never off by more than 1 minute. She finds mornings unpleasant. And her favorite music is Eurobeat.
Nice.
Oh, that's sick. That's amazing.
Yeah, this trans woman is straight. I think all of the Lillian Knights are dudes.
Yeah, all of them are men.
Yeah, she just gathered her own like boy harem of pirates and just sails the seven seas with them.
Yeah, she took the cast of Pirates of the Caribbean and put them in Popeye sailor uniforms.
Oh, there's one thing that we gotta mention before moving on. Her super is literally just her taking off one of her heels and beating your ass with it.
Nice.
He has had enough of this shit.
It's like a counter, right?
Yeah, I think in one of the games, I think in the other one, I think is it a counter in 15? I thought it was just a hit.
No, it's a counter in 15.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I agree with her being a trans woman.
You're wrong.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, like, I could probably see it. She's definitely straight, that's for sure. She chases boys like nothing, like no one else in the roster. Like she specifically has a crush on Terry.
Nice. Yeah.
But she flirts with a lot of people. She flirts with a lot of people. She calls Rock handsome. Her entire crew is like burly guys and small guys and old guys. It's actually a really diverse pirate crew now that I'm looking at it.
So, first, let's talk about someone who, until recently, was a little.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that's right. We have to talk about her first. That's right.
Yeah, that's someone who's a little difficult to talk about. Momoko.
Okay, so Momoko is quite the polarizing character. Not since Ash has there been a lot of discussion about a character that people like or dislike as much as her, and I think in her case it's mostly dislike. And I'll talk about why in a second, but here's Momoko.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to get this out of the way first. Momoko, like I said, in King of Fighters 11, there are no character profiles that show, like, the characters' ages. Like, we don't know how old Oswald or Elizabeth are or whatever. I had to look this up, because I wanted to be sure for Momoko. Apparently, there was a cell phone dating sim that was put out by SNK around the time, and where the ages of the girls were already shuffled around as it is. So take this for a grain of salt, but that game claims that she's 16.
Okay.
The problem with Momoko that a lot of people don't like, the problem is that she looks really young and she acts really young.
Yeah, she's one of those characters.
But she hates being compared to, like, acting like a grade schooler, which she kind of does. That's the problem, is that she hates being compared to them, but, like, I don't know what the fuck people are supposed to do. She's I thought she was a little kid for a while. That's
Just
I don't know,
just
dude.
a bundle of stuff that like most people don't like in a character.
Especially in a fighting game character, a lot of the developers were even uncomfortable with putting a character that looks as young as she is, even if she might not be, fighting what are essentially a bunch of adults. They didn't have a problem with that with Bao for whatever reason, but Momoko, it was especially weird because it's a girl, I guess. I don't know.
Does Momoko have any like powers at all? I don't think she does,
Yes,
right?
yes, she does. For one of her supers. She's the only character in King of Fighters who has a Kamehameha super.
That's really funny, actually.
Which is weird. It doesn't suit the rest of her playstyle at all, because she does capoeira.
Oh.
Yeah, her super for no reason, just Kamehameha for no reason.
Didn't you know all Brazilians can do Kamehameha?
Imagine fucking Eddie Gordo just busting out the Sakura Shinkahuruken.
Also, that's weird. She's not Brazilian. She's from Japan.
Doing capoeira makes you an honorary Brazilian.
That's true. There are a lot of Afro-Japanese in Brazil who do capoeira. That's true.
Yep.
Weird character quirk about her, and this was also something I found while doing the research. Like, she has this thing. I guess I kind of knew about this, but I actually forgot. Where in a fight in KOF 11, where if you put her up against a woman, a female character who has even a slightly big chest, she will be like, she gets all googly-eyed and then shakes her hips in an attempt to reassure herself because she's flat as a board, right?
But she's just like me, for real.
She goes like, "Opaya." It's like she does it for every one of them. So Cheese, where do you fall on this? Did we talk about Momoko that way or not?
As long as we're not like implying that she's trying to get down with any of these slightly big-chested women that she's shaking her hips to reassure herself with, then yeah.
Okay. So height 4'11", weight 84 pounds, job high school student, likes her family and plush seal dolls, dislikes cockroaches, hobbies ear cleaning and nap taking. Favorite food is eggs and dairy products, and forte in sports is dodgeball.
Okay.
Given her moveset, I can see how she liked dodgeball. Lots of slides and stuff. But Momoko, I agree with Honey. I think that she's probably a lesbian, and I say this for one reason only. If there's any character, she has like 2 or 3 special animations with Athena, and they're all like painfully adorable. There's one where like she wins, and Athena like teleports in front of her, like, yeah, good job, and Momoko immediately jumps off her feet and like hugs Athena as tight as she can.
Oh, that's adorable.
And there's like a big heart over her head. I'm like, oh, this bitch gay.
That's really cute.
Yeah, this is like one of those people that's like, they come out as gay later in life. They don't really, and they're like, I didn't realize it. There were no signs.
And it's
everyone
like,
else is
oh yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about?
there's no signs.
No signs. I didn't see it. It threw me off guard.
Yeah.
One more note about Momoko real quick is that if you have her in some of her win quotes, depending on she's typically the type of character who will like brush off any sort of injury as long as she had a good fight. She goes like, oh man, that kind of hurt, but that was good. Yeah, I had a good time. If she fights Kenso, she'll be like, oh, Kenso, why'd you hit me so hard? You're mean. Like, she fucks with him specifically all the time.
Yeah, because fuck Kenso. All my homies hate Kenso.
Her introduction, her getting recruited into the Psycho Soldiers team with Athena, the whole tryout was her beating the shit out of Kenso when he underestimated her.
Nice.
Good. It's what he deserves.
Kenso is the fucking butt monkey of the group.
Even more than Shingo. He's a bigger butt monkey in KOF than Shingo is.
All right, so next. Hey, who's a fan of Grappler Baki?
Not.
You know, you'd think I would be, but I've never actually read it.
Cool.
I like Grappler Ball.
Cool. Let's bring out the Grappler Baki reference, Gai Tendo.
Not even a joke. That's explicitly what he is.
Yes, he's not necessarily like deliberately a Grappler Baki reference. He's more of a Buriki 1 reference, which is a Grappler Baki game.
Now, Buriki 1 is probably the most obscure or like obtuse game in the SNK library, which is saying some shit. It's a 3D MMA game where you use it's a 2-button fighter, but you don't use the buttons to attack. You use the control stick to attack.
Oh.
You use the control button. You use the buttons to move and to block.
What?
Yeah.
Weird. Listen, SNK has had some weird ass games.
Buriki 1 definitely qualifies.
There's a reason why people don't talk about Buriki 1 unless it's like, hey, remember Buriki 1?
Now, I mean, it's an interesting game for sure, and like a lot of the character designs are pretty cool, but yeah, it's a weird thing to play. But that's not to speak of Guy himself. Guy is another character like Duck King. What you see is what you get. He is the loud, screaming anime protagonist. That is what he is.
He is the fight man.
Yeah.
I think Guy is so straight he doesn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's literally never thought about guys in that way whatsoever, which is hilarious. It's hilarious that he's essentially a Grappler Baki reference when Grappler Baki is the most homoerotic thing ever.
To his credit, I think he has a type. I think he likes tomboys.
Yeah. Well, that just means he has good taste.
Yeah. Guy Tendo is just the really brash, really confident, really loud guy. I read... okay, so there's like a one thing on the wiki about like there was like a character interview that he did, like in character that he did, and it's some of the most hilarious shit I've seen in a while. Like they ask him like really mundane questions, but they there's one of the questions where they ask about a scar on his stomach because he fights all the time with a lot of scary people, and they ask, "Where did that scar come from?" And he goes like, "Scar? What scar?" "Oh, on my stomach. I'm sorry, I forgot." He's kind of a himbo, actually, honestly. But yeah, Guy Tendo, pretty cut and dry.
Right. Next, someone that before today I've never heard of, Sho Hayate.
Cheese.
Uh-huh.
Up until I did the picture digging and review for this, I didn't know who Sho Hayate was.
Oh no, and you know everyone.
Well, I mean, like, I know he was in the game, but, like, up until, like, a few days ago, some of the channels I watch on YouTube, I'd never even seen anyone play him in 11, because apparently he's kind of bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's from Savage Rain / Kizuna Encounter, like those two games. Really obscure, or, like, nowhere near popular SNK fighting games. And his whole thing is that he looks like that, he screams, and he throws a boomerang.
He looks like some kind of like OC for Fist of the North Star.
He looks
He
like a
does.
Rurouni Kenshin character.
Yeah, that too.
Gay and homophobic. Gay and homophobic. Final answer.
Oh
I was
man.
gonna say straight.
I'll accept either or both of those.
This dude, he looks like the type of dude to start like a YouTube channel about how like feminine gay people, like feminine gay men, are like destroying the country, and not all gay people are like that. That's what this guy reminds me of.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So he is a Rurouni Kenshin character.
Oh
Damn, that's crazy.
Next, Jiazu.
So Jiazu is the final boss from Kizuna Encounter. So the thought of these two fighting, knowing what their movesets are, makes me want to fucking gag.
Ugh.
Because Jiazu is a very unfair final boss character. He's like a weird cultist warlock dude who dresses like a crow. This guy doesn't fuck.
No.
He just wants to be a crow and fight.
I mean,
That's
He's
it.
a furry.
Next, Silber.
So Silber, going back to Bariki 1, is the final boss of that game. And the reason that I'm gonna shorthand for our discussion, there's really not much to talk about here. He's like Akuma, because we also did a Street Fighter video way back when we started doing this. And we came to the conclusion that Akuma doesn't fuck, nor does he care about fucking. He's the fight man.
Yeah.
Really scary fight man. But look at this motherfucker.
Ah, he's so cool looking too.
Yeah.
Really
He probably
scary.
fucked at some point, but I don't think he fucks anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. He did it once, wasn't sure if he liked it. Now, the next character, we're on to the last two for KOF 11, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And one of them is a very good conversation for us to have.
All right, let's just start with that one. Let's go with Shion.
Oh, yeah. Now, go ahead, let me get the picture for him real quick. And yes, I said let me get the picture for him because for a long time people weren't sure. That's how Shion's one of those androgynous characters. Yeah.
The second femboy of
Man, there was a
KOF.
lot of fucking twinks in the Ash Saga, huh?
Boy, were the Ash Saga's quite gay.
I want that twink obliterated.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing.
Dude, 99 pounds, likes the debut album of Maria Yamamoto and his color trade. Dislikes unprepared people. Hobbies are cooking. Favorite food is just delicacies. Sports, not interested in sports. Doesn't care about sports.
It's really funny because he also does like this, like what looks to be like a gymnast routine.
Well, their fighting style is wushu,
Yeah.
but they also fight with that big ass spear. My verdict on what do you have to say about Shion, honey?
This person is non-binary, and I'm going to say exclusively attracted to men.
Yeah, I can see both of those. Yeah, I'd say I kind of definitely agree with the non-binary part for sure.
For me, Shion is, and I'm gonna use this term, but I'm gonna explain myself so that I don't get canceled. Shion is a self-made trap, as in like he's literally like trapping straight dudes into thinking like it's like Ash, where it's like if you're a straight dude and you sleep with him, it's like haha, you're gay now. Like he seems like the kind of guy who would do that just to fuck with people.
Now, Shion as a character is pretty, I don't want to say stoic, but they're very rather serious minded, and like they kind of got their eyes on the prize, you know what I mean? But I can definitely see him doing that just to fuck with somebody, especially if it's someone that he didn't really like but was kind of attracted to. I can definitely see him doing that.
Because these faces that he's making, like especially those eyes, those are not the eyes of someone who is thinking like nice thoughts. He's thinking thoughts of like of like mischief.
The smug femboy look, the bedroom eyes.
Yes.
Final verdict: I'm not arguing with a twink. Bend over.
I'm saying he, they.
Mhm.
He, they. I honestly, I would say Pan just because I want to fuck him.
Yeah.
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 All right. Next.
That was the fun boss.
Yes.
Now for the not fun one.
Let's talk about.
And that was the one that I actually forgot about.
Let's talk about Magaki.
I don't want to talk. Do we have to?
We have to. So this is Magaki. I mean, his suit's kind of cool. He's not.
This is another character that I think is gay and homophobic.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is what I meant when I said he turns into like a pink bubblegum alien. Literally. That's the form you fight him in, not the first one. He is, without a doubt, one of the most frustrating SNK bosses ever. And I mean that.
Which is saying a lot.
Yeah. Magaki is, unfortunately though, he's just kind of boring. You never hear him mentioned in story outside of 11, and there's really just not much to him. He's just sort of one of the smug cult assholes from the past for the saga. So like, the only interesting boss in this whole saga is the one in 13, which we're gonna get to very shortly.
I think that unlike Guy Tendo, he's homophobic, but in like a more subtle way. Like he'll still hang out with other gay people, but he'll just be like really judgy about it.
Catty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like, oh, look at the body glitter on you. Oh, it looks like you're trying to impress someone.
He's mask for mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just looked at his profile. Hobbies, stock trading. Get me out of here.
Oh god, no.
Cringe.
Get me out of here.
Fucking throw him in jail with Yuji Naka. Anyway, hey, at least we're done with 11. Now we go to the last few characters in the Ash saga.
Yeah, because this is the point where making the games got really expensive. So there's not a lot of new characters.
So we have four last characters, three, excuse me. Starting with another Wrestleman, Raiden.
Okay, I like Raiden though.
Oh, it's time! It's time! It's Raiden time!
This dude. So first of all, this is like peak performance, but actual. This is like what, honestly, if I'm being real, this is what I want Bob from Tekken to look like.
In case you don't know, Raiden was based off of the wrestler Vader.
Oh, Big Van Vader.
Van Vader, that's the person Raiden was modeled off of. And that was way back in Fatal Fury, and they just kept to it. What do you think, honey? Before we start talking about it.
This guy is so gay, super gay, the most gay.
This is the most bara of bodies, so there's not even like it's not even that much up for debate.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't think he acts very gay at all. The problem is his in-ring name, like Raiden is his heel ring name. His face name is Big Bear.
Oh man!
I'm going to reveal something about myself right now, which is that I used to work at a gay bar.
Okay.
Specifically a bear bar. Like it was a lot of bears, a lot of like bigger dudes at that bar, right?
Okay.
I have seen 500 of these dudes. Like this. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a very specific memory here, which is that they would like decorate the entire walls with like posters of events that they would hold, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had one for St. Patrick's Day, like a St. Patrick's Day event that they were doing, which was a quote-unquote fuzzy peach contest, which was like a contest where just like men with hairy asses, and whoever had the best hairy ass won $200. That's what, and he looks exactly like the dude on that poster.
Oh man.
Raiden's pretty funny to me. Because I never saw him in Fatal Fury or played him. The only time I saw him in two games. This one, King of Fighters 13, and Capcom vs SNK. Like those two games. And in that game, he's like kind of over the top cartoony looking, and like he sounds like Bluto from Popeye.
I think he's gay. I don't think he's homophobic. I just don't think he talks about being gay a lot.
Yeah.
Probably not.
It's one of those things where if like other people are around him and he's like, "Oh, me and my husband," and then they're like,
Yeah.
"What? You have a husband?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He's got very masculine likes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He likes his mask collection. He dislikes koalas. He likes going to amusement parks. His favorite food is Australian beefsteak. Oh, I bet it is.
Mm.
And his favorite music's heavy metal, and his favorite sport is American football.
Yeah.
So yeah, if he's
husband
gay,
is
he's
Australian.
big. He's big man gay. He doesn't like twinks.
Yeah.
No, I disagree on that. I think he is more open to body types than that.
Yeah.
think so.
Well, yeah. I think he is more open to body types, but his husband is an Australian beefsteak.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
It's one. They're definitely like one of those cases where it's like you can't tell if it's a gay couple or if they're like siblings.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Hua Jai.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing to say about this guy.
The only thing
Literally.
to say about this guy is that this is the SNK version of Adon from Street Fighter.
I think Adon's more interesting than Huajai.
Yeah.
Like, I hate Adon, but I think he's more interesting.
Fucking it,
Like, he was literally put into this roster to be the surprise character.
Mm.
That's it, because he's only appeared in one game, and it was the first Fatal Fury. And there's so little to talk about here.
he has a mechanic where you can get him drunk, and if he does it super normally, he's, it's like, oh yeah, I did it. But if he's at max drunkenness when he does it, his tongue is sticking out and he looks horrific. He looks terrible. He looks gross.
It's called doping.
I think he's straight, but I don't think he really thinks about what that means.
Yeah.
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 He's one of the guys, he's never explored that, and I don't think he cares to.
Yeah.
I don't think he even gives a shit about women that much. I think he's just, like, insane.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so just like Adon, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is that Huajai is not designed by fucking Keiji Inafune. So, all right. Now, the last one of the Ash Saga. Let's talk about Psyche.
Wait a minute, this is just Ash again.
What are you talking about? Psyche.
Wait a second.
Completely
You
different
can't
characters.
fool
What are you
me.
talking about?
See, Ash's fire is green. Psyche's is black.
Because he's evil. He's not wearing his hair in a housewife bun. He's got long hair. That means you know he's super evil.
And you're right.
So, like, Psyche's whole thing is that he's like Orochi was the master of space. Well, he's the master of time. He's the leader of this cult that they've been fighting this whole saga. And he's even more smug than Ash, somehow.
He is Ash's, like, ancestor.
Yeah, Ash is his descendant, for sure. And, Ash is kind of like the kingpin of his plan to, like, steal Orochi's power. And, the whole struggle that Ash has been, like, deceiving people and stealing powers for is to defeat this guy. And he's got two different forms, and his second form does not look like this at all. This is what he looks like when you fight him.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like the same person, does it?
Fucking Carnage if he was just a dude.
What do we say about this Twink Supreme? What do we say?
Honestly, I don't care that much about Psyche.
Yeah, he's kind of boring, unfortunately.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're just...
Like, anything we said about Ash is just we're gonna say the same thing about Psyche.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Pretty much.
like he looks cool until he doesn't, and that's it.
And then you fight him,
Like-
and he's definitely not cool.
Like, the only thing is, like, if Ash is his descendant, then he had to fuck at least one woman.
Yes, at least one.
Yeah, he had to have done that. Yeah, that's true.
It's like Chrom in Fire Emblem. Even if you don't hook Chrom up with any woman, the fact that Lucina exists means that he has to fuck someone. You cannot
He found
stop.
one.
You cannot stop Chrom from fucking.
Prom
Yeah.
must fuck.
All right, and with that, that's it for Ash, for the Ash Saga. We're not done yet, though. Now we're getting into KOF 14. Let's talk about the face of the saga, of the Shune saga. Let's talk about Shune. So
The Ash Saga was really gay, and it was really fun. Now we're going to talk about something that is probably just as gay, but probably not as fun. The Shune Saga.
so
The Shune Saga is weird. It's just like, they never really gave it the chance to develop that it needed.
Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the poster boy himself. Here he is.
So let me just say straight up, too many colors on this dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want y'all to say what you have to say about Shune, and then I
Alright.
have a thing that will make it all better.
All right.
Don't worry, I will.
All right, I'll start with this. I feel like his design's clashing like a little too much. Like he has the jacket on his shoulders, like he's a delinquent. He's got like the Chinese arm wraps and beads, like he's a martial artist. He's got like the fucking boy band fashion and headphones, like he's a music type loving dude, but he's also like really stoic and like has stand powers. It's to pick something, pick an aesthetic.
Pick one, please.
Oh man! Apart from that, I don't think he cares at all about sex or relationships. He just seems kind of like, he's like, oh, why am I here? I don't want to. I just want to go home. My feet hurt.
Like, I don't like how that one guy in the white suit was almost too boring to make any decisions about. This guy is too chaotic to pin down.
Yeah.
I'm going to read the development section of Shune's page, because I feel like this is going to clear up a lot of things. Shune was designed to be a new hero who brings new impressions to players without adhering to existing KOF series or lore. In order to achieve this goal, they had a younger designer come up with the design instead of Eisuke Ogura. This is not an Ogura design. Originally, he was going to have a stereotypical Chinese design, but developers dropped that idea in favor of making something, quote, cool instead. Chinese people aren't cool.
You know what's cool? One pant leg hiked up, and not the other.
Yeah, I fucking hate that. All right, I have to continue. Nobuyuki Kuroki comments that it's a design that's meant to be more appealing to the female audience, and it would be nice if this character was the reason that they would play the game.
All right, well, to be fair, we have a female audience here, and she likes him.
Yeah, it's true. I do like Sam.
He also notes that the people who were involved in Rock Howard's design were also involved in Shune's creation, so players may see similarities between the two. What?
No.
Oh, yes, actually. No, because think about it. Think about Rock Howard from the perspective of someone like in the 90s. He's the child of the previous main villain, and he's raised by the protagonist, so he has both of their powers, and he's constantly like, he's a super edgy like character concept. He's like Trunks, right? Nobody actually realizes how edgy Trunks' character concept is, because in practice he's just a good boy.
Yeah.
And I think Trunks, his introduction works for that, and at least they owned that. Like Shune's design doesn't own up to anything. It's like it doesn't know what it wants to be. In an interview before the game's release, Oda felt that people were bored with all the headband-wearing aggressive types of characters in fighting games, and that those characters are so common now. So the team wanted to include a shy character who doesn't really show his emotions to add some variety. And K-Dash is over here like, am I a fucking joke to you?
Shy and stoic are two completely different things.
Yeah. Well, like, you want to show a guy who's disassociated and doesn't want to emote a lot? K-Dash is right there!
K-Dash is not non-emotive. What the fuck are you talking about? K-Dash is incredibly aggressive all the time.
Well, like, whenever he has to fight, he actively doesn't want to be there, like Shune.
Yeah, so but he's like not, that's not showing no emotion.
Like, he's showing emotion in that people are poking him. It's like, Shune just doesn't show any emotion because he's boring.
So, Shune, first of all, out of storyline, Shune is based on an actual like type of fashion style that was popular in China when he was being developed, which was specifically geared towards clashing colors and overlapping aesthetics. So like he is based on like actual Chinese fashion trends that were popular during that time.
Okay.
I don't remember the specific name of the style, but he was based on that from what I remember. Secondly, in universe, the reason he dresses like shit is because he's literally been raised in the mountains his entire life and doesn't know how to dress himself.
All right, you know what?
Like in the manga, it's addressed that like he doesn't know anything. Like he's raised by Tong Furu, who is the guy who trained Terry and Andy.
Yep.
And he lived there. He lived in like a temple his entire life.
So, like, my favorite thing about Shune, though, in canon, that I actually do really like, is the way he talks to people when he enters the KOF 14 tournament, like in the manga. Like, the way he talks to people before the match. Because he has, like, this edgy, broody type of, like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to have to... I have to constantly hold back. I don't want to hurt people. And Ryo bops him really hard.
Yeah.
And he tells all that shit I just said to Leona, and Leona's like, okay, man.
Yeah, like Leona gets the drop on him super easy, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, well, because he's never encountered anyone, because he's got the stand powers, right? He's never encountered anyone with as much raw power as him. That's like the thing. And then suddenly he's thrown into the KOF tournament, which is only people who are as strong or stronger than him. And it's like this big moment. Like, okay, I like Shun'ei. I am a Shun'ei defender.
It's really just the design thing that really sticks out to me, because the whole thing about him being like a quiet character, or like someone who's not as emotive as like a Ken or like a Terry, that's fine. It's just that his design is very confused, and on top of everything that Cheese mentioned, visually, like you add on the stand powers to all of that. That's further aesthetic clashing, and also the whole concept of like what he is, the amplified Spectre thing with the lore. It's a lot to dump on somebody, you know?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to look at him. I'm gonna get a headache.
I actually do think he's gay. I do. And if not gay, I say he's probably bi with a male preference. I think so.
I can see bi with a male preference. He's been raised in a temple his entire life. You know, he kind of just doesn't know what shit is.
Yeah.
So he doesn't, like, I don't think he was raised to be, like, you know, celibate, like a celibate monk or anything.
He just doesn't know what things are because he's been living in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Rock. Rock doesn't know how to talk to girls. I guess that is a comparison we could make.
Yeah, they get no bitches and stack no paper.
There is one thing about the development notes that I do agree with. That he and the person we're going to talk about next are closer to Fatal Fury characters and how they feel and
Oh,
move than
yeah.
characters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Speaking of that next character, let's talk about the fighting game representation for Sleepy Bitch Disease. Let me look at the name so I can pronounce it correctly. Mei Tenkun.
Yep,
Good. Sleepy
it's
boy.
him. Bedman.
It is. It's Bedman. Oh man. Before we say anything, I'll just come out and say it. Gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I know, like, at least 3 trans men who have this exact aesthetic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's gay and trans.
Gay and trans.
Just
yes.
just the sleepiest little gay you've ever met.
I was like, this is me.
I'm gonna read.
Yeah.
It's just like me for real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read real quick the likes, dislike, whatever. Likes pajamas. Dislikes mosquitoes. Ooh. His hobbies are going back to sleep for the 5th time today. I'm not kidding. That's what it says.
It's just me for real.
Favorite food: fried eggs. Forte in sports: short distance running.
Oh my god.
Weapon: his beloved pillow.
Oh yeah, he fights with a pillow.
Yeah,
It's really good.
If you can't tell, his pillow is a weapon, and he has one of my favorite attacks in the saga, where like one of his throws, he throws his pillow to his opponent, who like catches it, and then he drop kicks them.
Ah,
Meiten-kun is so good.
Literally a pillow princess.
Meiten-kun should have been the protagonist of this saga.
yeah.
And I'm saying he's gay because all of his dialogue interactions with and about Shun'ei are gay as fuck.
Yeah, he definitely has he's like one of those people who, like, he's like that trans guy who like grew up with with like a weird, like, sort of gender envy / crush on their best friend. Not that it's weird. Well, it is kind of, I mean, I'm digging myself into a hole here, but it's like a thing that is, I think other trans people will back me up, that it's like, oh, me and this friend were really close and I wanted to be like them. I didn't know why. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's what Meiten-kun is to me.
All right. Next, someone that's been talked about for centuries, since the beginning of Fatal Fury and King of Fighters, but we've never seen him playable until now. The man, the myth, the old legend, Tung Fu-Ru.
AKA Master Roshi.
Like, yes, but also literally. because he has a form where he gets big, huge buff, just like Master Roshi.
The way they rationalize it is that he's not actually turning buff. That's like his astral projection made manifest.
It's like his chi.
Yeah, it's like chi. It's like giving him that form.
Like a chi shell, essentially.
Yeah, like a shell. Yeah, and he's like Master Roshi in look only. Like he's the wise old master who's really fucking strong and does that. But like he's not really a pervert. He's just a really quiet old man.
See, if he were more like Master Roshi, we'd have probably more to talk about in regards to who and what.
Yeah,
he's
there's not a
into.
whole lot to say about this guy.
He's a really respected character in canon, but like as far as this goes, yeah, there's just not a whole lot to say. He's just the old man.
Yeah.
Celibate.
Yeah, I agree. Actually,
Yeah. That's what his character is going for.
All right, cool. what a legendary character! What a legendary conversation for this character.
wait a minute, hold on.
Oh.
No, the next conversation is going to be legendary.
Oh baby, oh god, and there's a little bit we have to talk about with her too. Let's talk about one of the few characters who shares a birthday with me, in fiction. Sylvie Paula Paula.
I fucking love Sylvie.
Here we go.
I
Now,
love Sylvie so much.
Strap in, people. It's going to be a lot.
all right. So first thing we gotta mention, the name and design are both literally and exactly based on Kyari Pamu Pamu of Pom Pom Way fame, and that's literally all that they pulled from her, and not the fact that Kyari Pamu Pamu may be a Shotokan.
Yari Pyamu Pyamu, noted boy liker.
Yes.
Mm.
But thankfully, Sylvie's completely separated from that.
I don't know about completely, but it's been enough time, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I love Sylvie.
Sylvie's
I really
great.
want Sylvie to come back.
Yes.
I want to hear Honey's initial impressions.
Trans.
Okay.
I really like that despite the fact that her design features like more colors than can be visually processed, it all like blends in nicely. Like it's not hard to look at her.
Yeah, it works.
Like, what you're looking at is a lot to process at first, but like when you actually look at it and realize like what she's going for, it's not as much of a mess as you think it is. It's a deceptive design. It's actually not bad.
Yeah.
So, in the manga, again, it is mentioned that she's also a huge Athena fan. And she wants to be an idol like Athena.
If you
She's a character, she's from nests, like she was built from nests, but she was like a failure. She's like a failed cyborg because her brain got all messed up, and that's why she's like that.
Yeah.
But Athena helps her figure out, like, oh, you know, you can be a shining idol too. And
there's like an ending portrait for like one of the special edit teams. I think it's Sylvie, Angel, and Athena, where they're all dressed like Sylvie.
Aw.
that's really good. Yeah, I'm definitely going with Honey on trans. Trans, I think bi with a strong female leaning.
Yeah, that tracks.
Like, I know, like, she's like a hyper pop producer.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she is.
I think that she's actually pansexual. I think she's probably trans and pansexual. Because I was initially just gonna say yeah, probably bi with a female preference, but I remembered her ending in the official invitation team where she calls Antonov cute.
Oh,
I think that's more that she just likes to describe things as cute. I don't know if I would necessarily read that as she's hitting on Antonov.
Yeah, no, I just think like not necessarily like she wants Antonov. I just think like she just thinks he's cute. And she just doesn't have a filter.
It's really funny that she calls Antonov cute, because when we get to Antonov, you'll see exactly what she's calling cute.
Mm.
All right, so Sylvie's a very interesting character for sure.
Yes.
The whole team she's on is pretty interesting, honestly.
Oh yeah, because Mion is there.
You know
Are
what?
we gonna talk about Mion? Can we talk about Mion next?
You know what? Yeah, let's talk about Mion next.
Fucking love Mion.
Okay, I think Cheese might like, well, not Cheese, I'm sorry, I think Honey might like Mion too. Because Mion's another standout design.
Huh.
It's like a Chinese opera, but fighter style, but like, so that's why she wears the mask in the outfit, but with her mask off, she looks like this.
Hmm.
So Mion is based on a specific type of, it's again something you need to see in motion, but she's based on a type of character in a Beijing opera with quick change masks. Like, it's like a big secret, like, oh, how do they change their masks like so instantly? To like portray different facial expressions and stuff like that. So like when she does certain moves, her mask changes, and it's really cool.
In story mode, she does that once too, and it's really funny because she's confused because of what's going on in the ending of the arcade mode, and like she quick switches to a mask that's just a question mark.
I don't know what her gender is, but I know this bitch has autism.
Yeah. Yeah, very fair.
You said that with such confidence.
Shoutouts to young bitches with autism.
You know what? You know what? You're probably not even wrong.
Correct.
Likes her family, spectators, plain glasses, spectacles, and her smartphone to check exchange rates. Dislikes the look of others.
What?
Hobbies, training to reveal her natural smile. Autism.
Yeah.
Favorite food is mandarin fish with sweet and sour sauce, and her forte in sports is bowling.
Asexual.
Asexual, agender, atism.
She's not in Street Fighter Alpha.
Oh man. Oh, that's a deep cut too.
I think she could be asexual. I'm not sure if she's agender. I think she's just shy.
I just made the joke for autism.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But if any character is, it's probably either her or Sylvie.
Well, because she doesn't, like, in the manga there's a bit where, the fuck is his name? I don't remember his name.
Which
The
one?
guy who was on Kim Team.
Oh, Gongil?
Gong-il, yeah. He, like, removes her mask, and she, like freaks out. She, like, covers her face. She doesn't want her
Like
face to be
falls
seen.
apart.
Yeah.
She's like Two-Face without his coin. He's like, no, which one is it? I can't make a decision.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Mion. I thought she was really fun to play. She's kind of like Choi, because she like flies all over the screen.
Oh yeah, if you're playing Neon, you're not playing KOF. Yeah,
She's
one
rich.
of those characters.
Yeah. So
And I'm
there's
saying
a
this
lot
is
of
a guy who played Choi quite a bit.
yeah. There's a lot of new characters in this game, so we had a lot to go through.
All right.
All right, so then there's the final member of this team,
Uh,
probably the weirdest.
yes, the weirdest, the antagonist of King of Fighters. Fuck, what's it called?
SNK Heroine.
SNK Heroines, the Grand Mastermind for some reason, Kukri.
Kooky, as Ash calls him.
Ooh.
He
You
is.
never see his face.
He is a.
You never see his face, but you do see his JoJo poses.
Yes. He is a JoJo posing Sandman.
He's also a fucking prick ass. Like, he's not a villain, but he disrespects people more than anyone else in the whole series, and he's a potty mouth too.
So
Yeah, he like talks so much fucking shit on everyone. It's hilarious.
So for people who don't know, SNK Heroines is literally throwing together all like the big popular SNK female characters into a game and dressing them up in sexy outfits to fight, kind of like a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale thing where your supers knock the opponent out and not, a health bar. And Kukri is the grand mastermind of it. And not only that, he has canonically picked out every single alternative outfit for all the characters, because some of them are dressed in very blatant fetish outfits. Leona is literally in a bikini and cat paws and cat feet.
He's
Okay.
a fucking pervert, though.
Yes.
Height 180 centimeters. Birthplace North Africa. Weight unknown. Blood type unknown. Job none. Likes brooms and showers. Dislikes unknown. Hobbies, nitpicking information on other people.
Oh yeah.
Favorite food, pastilla and duck confit. Forte in sports, beach sports. I'm gonna read out some of his quotes too. To Kyo, he says, "Go ahead and throw this match, you Kusanagi clan douchebag." He calls him a dickhead.
Well,
This bullshit job is such a hassle. Show you a good time. What the hell are you talking about? What are you, stupid? You probably took too many hits to the head.
Hey, dickhead, don't let me see you again.
Like, there's no need to be so rude, Kukri.
Oh,
He's a
to-
four-man poster.
To Angel, he says, sexy.
Oh, I hate that.
He says to Mai, your strategy of hiding and provoking hallucinations with your swaying ended in failure.
Yeah? Hallucinations, huh?
To Meiten-kun, he said, it's said that sleeping too much has many harmful effects. Watch your back, douchebag.
Like,
Really aggressive.
like
Oh,
there's no need.
To whip, he says, that whip. I don't mind it.
Mm.
My favorite part is, like, Antonov's the guy who hired him and that whole team, and then if you beat Antonov, he goes, you didn't say not to kick your ass. They
Okay.
had fun with him, is what we're saying.
Yeah, so, I think that, okay, also, funny enough, I'm gonna post a thing. Kukri is one of the few canonically racist characters in KOF.
Oh no!
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh baby, let's see it.
He calls Goro Diamond squinty.
Oh, no!
To be fair, he does, like, always squint.
Daimon doesn't deserve that though. He's a nice dude.
Kukri describes himself as super straight and has a troll Twitter account where all of his likes are femboys.
Shut the
He's a 4chan poster!
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Kukri. all right. You know what?
My verdict, my verdict, incel.
Yeah.
yep, incel.
Incel.
Yep. I like how we say incel like it's a sexuality.
Yeah,
Ideally,
because
it's
for
the lack of
for
one.
him it is.
It's the mean way of saying you're not gonna get like.
Yeah. All right. Next, Nelson.
Oh boy, Nelson. Okay.
This was the guy who killed Tizok.
Essentially, yeah. He sent him out of kayfabe. Yeah. Nelson's part of Team South America, which I wanted to say was just Team Brazil, but actually one of the members is from Colombia, so it's not accurate. He's a cyborg.
And this time we can actually see the cyborg part.
Yeah, it's not like Maxima where like he's really bulky and big, but we're just kind of told he's a robot for most of it. But like, yeah, you see like he's just got a big old robot arm that he punches people with.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nelson is a boxer who got the prosthetic on his arm in order to win more, to get fight money, to pay for his fiance's medical treatments.
Good.
So he is a woman lover.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
is
a male wife.
Is a certified male wife, baby.
Male wife breadwinner.
Yeah.
That's kind of all we have to say about him, though.
Yeah, because unfortunately that's kind of all there is to him. Because unfortunately, none of the members of his team came back for KOF 15.
He's 5'9", 152 pounds. Relatives is Litia, I don't know how to pronounce that. Likes his fiance, dislikes weight loss. Hobbies, watching sports, forte in sports, all of them. And favorite food is churrasco.
Oh,
So Nelson's really sort of like, I mean, it sounds kind of mean. He's more of a style over substance type of character. I feel like if he shows up in another game, we'll get to learn more about him. But as it is, he's just sort of like a cool, punchy man. Any verdicts on Nelson before we move on?
straight.
Yeah. We kind of just
Yeah.
said it already. Straight
Yeah.
male wife.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think he
next-
respects the gays, though.
Yeah, sure.
Next, Zarina, who, like, reading that, I kept confusing it with Zafina from Tekken.
Blech.
It's very similar, yeah. But no, Zarina is actually kind of cool. She did appear in SNK Heroines, but that's the only other thing she's appeared in.
I want to clarify. I mean this as 100% a term of endearment.
Mm-hmm.
This character is a bimbo, and I love her for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
She
agree.
has no thoughts, head empty. Her reason for entering the KOF tournament, she has like wind powers for some reason.
Yeah.
Her reasoning for entering the KOF tournament is to win money to preserve the rainforests for her bird friend Coco.
Aww.
And I think what happens in the story, or quote unquote story, is that in order to get the money, she just kicks Antonov in the nuts.
Good for her.
Good
Yeah.
for her.
All right, she's 5'8", 128 pounds, likes her pet toucan Coco, dislikes people with bad manners, hobbies is samba, favorite food is sweets, and forte in sports is beach volleyball. And her favorite music is also samba.
Yeah, she's just sort of like a really nice girl, just like
Yeah.
you said, nice, like peaceful bimbo.
Yeah, she's definitely bi.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
No thoughts, head empty, living her best life.
Yeah.
I think she's the type of bi who is like, oh, I thought everybody was attracted to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
She like didn't even think about it. She was just like, oh yeah, I've always liked everybody.
Wait, what? You
Yeah.
don't do this?
All right. Next, Banderas Hattori.
God, I love this guy.
Oh, man.
This is the guy ever.
And I love that you can tell he's Japanese and Brazilian because of his two names.
Yeah.
He wants to be a ninja. Believe it.
That's his whole story. Is he is Chip Zanoff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have found potentially a bigger weeb than Geese Howard.
And that's saying a lot.
He also styled himself. Not only is he a weed, he's a Mai simp. He styled himself specifically after Mai's style of ninjutsu.
The second he sees her, he goes, Yamato Nadeshiko, Opaya!
Oh my god, shut up.
Height 6'2", weight 174 pounds. Job is Ninja Dojo Master. Likes the amulet to pray for the safety of the family he received from a tourist when he was a kid. Dislikes frogs. Hobbies are training. Favorite food is sushi. Forte in sports is athletics.
Oh, just athletics? That's it?
Well, it's like Olympic athletics,
Okay, all right.
like running and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like, he's a Brazilian ninja Japanese culture fanboy who can also fight.
Yeah.
He's straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is troublesome in his straightness.
A little troublesomely straight.
Also, in SNK Heroines, Zarina, for some reason, has an outfit that's just his.
Oh yeah, it's his outfit.
She
I
does
forgot
have,
about
doesn't she? I forgot about that.
And next, Gangil.
Oh man, Gangil. Okay.
This man is incredibly straight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Wait, hold on. I'm making a cold shot here.
Uh-huh.
He and Luong are T4T.
you might have to explain that one.
Trans for trans.
Oh. okay.
Literally a trans person who will only date other trans people.
I don't know who Luong is.
You'll see.
We'll get to her. We'll get to her. But like Gangil, here's the thing about Gangil. I want to meet the person on the design team who thought that Kim's master should be this short, womanizing manlet, and I want to shake his hand. Perfect, like foil to Kim, because Kim's like the pushy, tall, uptight, like conservative dad type of character. Gangil is absolutely not that.
It's like a funny version of Bo Raicho and Liu Kang.
Or like Phil and Hercules.
Yeah.
All right. Gangil is 5'5", 212 pounds. He is the chairman of the World Taekwondo Federation, which I think is very bold considering that is a real, like, martial arts federation. Likes Taekwondo. No, it doesn't even say he likes Taekwondo. It says he likes his love for Taekwondo. He dislikes indecisive people. Hobbies are reading, especially detective stories. Forte in sports is swimming, and favorite food is K-barbecue.
Nice.
Nice.
K-barbecue is very good.
So yeah, Gangyeil's like a really laid-back type of person, contrasting with Kim, who's very famously uptight. And he's a womanizer. Like, when we get to Long, you'll see... Well, she's up next. You'll see her in a second. But, like, it's just really funny how, for so long, like Kim was, like, this big respected character, because, like, he does Taekwondo really well. And that's a really big deal that he's like a national hero. And to just see who his sensei was, and it's this guy, is really funny.
I'm going straight T for T. I'm standing in my truth here. They're like the Gomez and Morticia Adams.
They are, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that carries over into the next game, though, because we didn't hear from him now, and we know what the deal with Long is, so...
You know what? Let's just mash these two together. Let's talk about Luong next. Like right now.
I love her so much.
Very sexy. As Hell Pockets describe her, the mistress of the stomp.
She's a feet character. She's like Jury, kind of.
Yeah, they saw Capcom and how they were popping off with Jury. They're like, yo, can we get some of that?
Anybody else here like feet?
Not like that though.
Quentin Tarantino was
me
wrong.
neither. Yeah, don't worry about it. Anyways, I love Luong. I actually cosplayed Luong one time.
Nice.
Oh,
There
nice.
are no pictures of it. So no one will ever see it.
You know, that's fair.
Well, Long is very good. She's like she's an extremely sexy, sensual type of character. They designed her as like a proper femme fatale for the mainline KOF series. Closest we had to this was like Leanne Neville and Maximum Impact for a while.
What about Vice and Mature?
I wouldn't call them femme fatales. They're just villains.
Women villains can be femme fatale. They are literally fatal.
Well, Long like skirts that line, you know.
Okay, she's 5'11". Weight won't tell you. Occupation, freelance secret agent. Likes her nails, dislikes dry weather. Hobbies are nail care. Favorite food is almonds. Forte in sports is ballet. It's not officially listed where she's from, but Luong is kind of a Vietnamese name, and she's wearing like a very stylized Vietnamese style outfit. So I am claiming her for the Vietnamese bitches like me.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's odd that they don't list what her nationality is.
They do it for everyone else.
Yeah, for most of the characters, they go out of their way to say it. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of
Like she's essentially wearing an aoyai in her team ending.
I kind of just assumed she was Korean, but like that's a good insight. I didn't think about that.
No, yeah, she's wearing an aoyai, which is a very Vietnamese brand of a very Vietnamese style clothing. In her team ending.
I do like that you compared them to Gomez and Morticia, because like I remembering now when they did in the KOF 14 manga, when they did the team introductions and everyone had their own special way. Like Kim was we were going to Taekwondo, win for justice, and then like behind him, Gangyeil and Long. Like Long is like Gangyeil is holding her as he's walking, and she's just all over him.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And Kim's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Anyways, I'm standing in my truth.
Okay, so but what sexuality? What is she?
A straight.
Yeah, straight.
T for T straight.
Yeah.
I think she could be bisexual, but as
Could be, but, yeah. I mean, she sits on everybody's face. That's like her business.
That's true, she does. Yeah, for business.
Like that's her job, is to sit on people's faces.
That's why she won't tell you her weight.
Yeah. Next, we have the Samurai Showdown import, and not the only one, Nakaruru.
not just is she a Samurai Showdown import, she is the poster girl for SNK.
Yeah.
And I hate that that's true, but she's the one.
I mean, who else is it gonna be?
Mine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
and you know why they can't do that.
Yeah.
SNK is for good boys and girls.
I mean, I don't know. Japan doesn't care. They opened a My Shiranui store for a while.
So, for honey context, Nakoruru is the most pure and like nice girl you could ever meet. She's like just goodness incarnate. Not only is she a shrine maiden that also talks to her pet falcon Mama Haha, she is just in a game series, Samurai Showdown, where you have to murder your opponent. Usually, she always apologizes every time that she has to.
And also in most of those games, she's she's like the only character you can't kill.
Yep.
For reasons.
Yeah. She's a protector of nature, and all the animals love her, and she's basically as important or more important than Haomaru, the main character. I fucking hate Nakoruru.
Okay, Nakoruru. She's also Also, she's from the past. Like,
Yes.
Samurai Showdown takes place like a couple hundred years before KOF.
Yeah, it takes place in like Edo, Japan.
Oh.
Don't think about the timeline too much.
Height 5'1", weight not telling. Job Ainu priestess. Likes the natural surroundings of Kamui Kotan. Dislikes those who cannot respect nature with the highest esteem and villains who pollute nature. Hobbies: spending time among trees. Favorite food is simmered dishes such as boiled eggs, as well as shaved ice, specifically the green tea flavored ones. Sports: she likes things that include running. Special skill: hearing the voice of nature and making, I don't know how to pronounce this, lateshi kepu.
Lateshi Kepu, and hearing everyone say that it's delicious.
Yeah.
Favorite music: folk tales sung by her grandma. That's kind of sweet, actually. Yeah. I mean, God, I don't know. She's so boring, though. There's not really much to say. She's a really nice girl, and she's really strong and really good at what she does. But
She's good at murder.
she's boring.
She's one of those characters that's been around since like the 90s that has never really gotten a chance to develop in any major way.
And she can't develop because she's too popular, fortunately. I think her teammates are, funny enough, more interesting for this discussion than she is.
But for Nako herself, old-timey straight. And I don't mean that like a, conservative way. I mean like, straight because she's never thought that there'd be any other type of thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think Nakoruru thinks about it.
I think I don't know, I think she could be ace.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I could see that.
Like, she's so into, like, the nature thing. Like,
But when reproducing, isn't that like a natural thing?
well, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, it's like, she's so into nature, it's like frogs.
It's that she's so into nature that she's never even thought about doing the sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, hold on. I have a thing to say about that.
Oh,
Fixing to say, is she like? Is this gonna be the Smurfs discussion again?
No. No, there was like, I can't find it now, but there was like a long time rumor that there was like some like Nakoruru hentai OVA produced by SNK in like the late 90s and early 2000s.
Pardon me?
This is like one of the most apocryphal things that I've ever heard about. I don't know.
yeah.
God, I'm literally trying to find it because there was a bunch of, they made a lot of spin-off stuff for Samurai Showdown because it was very popular.
Yeah. She had her own anime at one point, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. It was like not finished, but I can't find it right now. If I can, I'll figure it out.
All right, good talk about Nako. Next, Mui Mui.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of love Mui Mui. It's unfortunate we'll never see her again.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Nakaruru was put on the Pachinko team.
Yep.
That's what it was. She was put on a team with 2 characters from these other Pachinko IPs that SNK had like either owned or had partnerships with. I'm not exactly sure how it worked, but the point is they don't have the rights for those characters anymore. So these 2 characters that we're going to talk about next might as well not exist. But one of them is a cute little kung fu panda girl named Mui Mui.
Very small, very cute.
Very spunky.
There's literally nothing to her.
Yeah.
She's 4'10". Height is also not listed. She's a pet panda that is listed as only dislikes bad guys, hobbies, going on eating tours, and her favorite food is Nikuman.
She likes
14.
eating, she likes fighting, and she has a cute panda pouch. That's about all there is to her.
I have nothing to say about this character. Straight? I think straight. I'm going with straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't really have a rebuttal, yeah.
Cool.
Now, her next... Now, we might have more to talk about with the next girl.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Love Heart.
Now, Loveheart is a pirate. But unlike Bijane, she actually does sort of look the part. She's also one of the few weapon users in this roster.
She's a sky pirate.
Yeah. I think she did have this one character interaction with Benimaru in KOF 14, which leads me to believe that if she's not gay, I think she's bisexual because Benimaru tried to flirt with her in their character interaction, and her response was like, "I would never like get with a guy so scrawny." It's like, do all guys look like you in this world? Oh, Jesus. I think she either likes other women or burly guys. I think that's what she's about.
I think she likes both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, I found the quote. It's Love, another lanky one. Benimaru. I'm not a fan of costumes, but I can respect something of such high quality. Love, I don't know what you mean exactly, but flashy types like you don't exist in my world. This place is so peaceful compared to where I'm from. Benimaru. Oh yeah? Well, let's give it a try. I may be flashy, but I'm more than just my appearance.
Yeah,
And
to me
then-
that reads, it's like, you look really soft.
Hold on. And then her win quote against Benimaru is, I will never lose to a loose-lipped, effeminate man. Get out of my sight.
I forgot about that!
Oh.
She likes the masks.
Yeah.
She likes mask boys.
Yeah. So she's like a take no shit sort of pirate girl. She's also kind of a character that doesn't really have a filter, and she doesn't really
Transvian.
have any motivation other than just like Nakaru invited her and Mui Mui to fight.
I'm going Transvian. Final answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
There.
All right, next we have probably one of the biggest enigmas in the King of Fighters series, which is saying a lot considering who exists in this universe.
Oh, are we talking about him?
Let's
we
talk
go.
about motherfucking Xanadu.
Yeah.
So that orange underneath him is a prison jumpsuit.
And that thing on top of his head, yeah, this guy's had, it's implied that he's had like lobotomies, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He is a weirdo to the max. He is a weirdo even for KOF.
The people that are on his team, Chang and Choi, who are horrible, violent murder people, are fucking terrified of him.
Yeah.
Mm.
He I'm pretty sure he speaks in tongues.
He does. Xanadu is considered by others and himself a superior intellectual who talks about subjects and concepts that are supposedly very difficult for most people to understand, when in reality it is far more likely that he is extremely delusional and deranged. Cheng and Choi are unsettled that the prisoners surrounding Xanadu seem far more energetic and lively than normal due to his overly charismatic. He's like a cult leader, essentially. He
Or
bears
like
a childlike temperament in battle and will cradle his opponent like a baby while humming, crawl along the ground, and throw tantrums.
He's like, yeah, like you said, he's like a cult leader, or like he's like a really skilled hypnotist or something.
No, I don't think he's a hypnotist, because I think he genuinely believes all the crazy bullshit he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, like, his level 3 is him seeing the light after beating the shit out of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a
Height,
weirdo.
unknown. Birthplace, unknown. Birth date, no, actually, his height is 6'6", and his weight is 238. Blood type, unknown. Job, criminal. Likes, vortexes. Dislikes, big rip. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what any of this means.
Hobbies, fusion.
Fusion.
Favorite food is proteins.
Oh, that's weird.
Forte in sports is Air Olympics. Which
Interest to reroll sports tournament.
Yep.
What the fuck do you say about Xanadu?
This man fucks. This man fucks anything and everything.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, no, I was gonna say those are not the eyes of a man who fucks.
Okay.
Those are the eyes of a man who has seen the face of God and saw that he was weeping.
Yeah.
I do not want to imagine Xanadu thrusting.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
The one
Xanadu
thing about
has
Xanadu
fucked,
is I-
but since like his Eldritch Awakening or whatever, he no longer fucks.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what I do like? I do like that he calls Chang and Choi potatoes. I like that.
Here are some quotes from Xanadu.
Oh, Lord.
Peace is a concept, by definition impossible in life. Come back anytime, I'll remodel you again. An aggregate of refuse and detritus, that is what you are. Let's go to a trendy cafe.
Mm.
Innocence is ignorance.
The equilibrium of space is always unstable.
The ethanol is oxidizing. Metabolize it.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
No, Cheese, he has a line that's almost like that.
Ah, cool.
If he beats Maxima, he says, a wall that cannot be scaled with transhumanism.
That's good.
Alright. So we talked about Xanadu.
All right, yeah.
For a lifetime, I think.
Yeah. Let's talk about Hein.
Hein, actually, now, Hein's weird because he didn't show, he's not playable in 15, but he did show up in 15. We found out a little more about him, but
He's in the story mode, yeah.
yeah, he is Geese Howard's butler. One of them, anyway.
This man buttles. You can
Yeah.
tell this man buttle.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Bayonetta's son grew up and got a nice job.
Fucking Black Butler looking ass.
Oh my god. Why do you make me think about Black Butler?
Because someone has to.
Hein is, I'm not sure what his deal is. Honest
He
to
works
God.
with Luong. He's like an agent on behalf of Hydern or something.
Something? Yeah, I'm not sure.
He's like a secret agent because he works for Geese in 14. But then he's like working with Hydern in them in 15.
And Long, yeah, it's like, God, that would be a weird team, wouldn't it? Hydern, Long, and Hein?
So birthplace Germany, height 6'1", weight 1. God, this is a skinny ass motherfucker. He's 154.
Oh.
Job, member of Howard Connection and Grease's personal. I said Grease. Geese's personal butler. Currently disguised secret agent. Likes clocks. Dislikes alcohol. Hobbies is handicrafts. Favorite food is Bienenstich, which is bee sting cake. It's like a German thing. And his forte is motorsports.
Oh.
He's an odd one, that's for sure.
So he's the butler that drives the getaway car.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, no, he literally drives the car in Southtown's ending.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Oh, man, yeah. Hein is, I don't know. I think he's just straight.
Yeah.
I don't really have any
Yeah.
evidence for that. I think he's just straight.
Yeah, I mean that seems like that's me.
I have no reason to think otherwise.
I think he could be gay.
Could be. But
I
if
think-
he is, he's very private about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems
I
like
think regardless of if he is straight or gay, all like sexual or romantic matters, he keeps separate from his business life.
Yeah.
Very professional guy.
he doesn't take his work home with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, going from this guy to someone that I get excited about whenever I think about her, Alice Nakata. Another gotcha character, but one that I like a lot.
Oh.
Alice is canonically a Fatal Fury fangirl. She lives in Southtown and she just really likes Terry. She's not in love with Terry, she just thinks he's really cool.
Nice.
In the mobile game King of Fighters All Stars, her special moves and her super all have like what's it called? Like pachinko sound
pachinko
effects.
coins.
Pachinko coins flying out.
Yeah, she has that in 14 too.
Ah, cool. I forgot.
Yeah, her whole fighting thing is that she doesn't know how to fight. She's one of those characters. She's kind of a joke, but yeah.
She's like Chie from Persona.
Yes, where like she knows only a little of what she's doing, but what she's doing is effective enough, and she doesn't really need to improve.
You know that thing that Yuri does when she can mimic a style really, really well just by looking at it? Like Sakura and Street Fighter can do that too. Alice can do that, but she's really bad at it.
Yes.
So, 17 years old, birthplace USA, height 52, height 5'2", weight 95 pounds, job nurse in training, likes Terry, the hat Terry gave her, and her Terry doll.
Yeah.
Dislikes broccoli, hobbies are dancing, favorite food is bananas. Forte in sports is basketball, special skill is gymnastics, specifically vaulting. Favorite music is hard rock. This bitch listens to Korn.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty good. That's a good call.
I think this bitch is non-binary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it, yeah.
I think Alice wants to be like Terry in more ways than one.
Non-binary, but straight.
I was gonna say bi with a male crush.
Yeah, I can get there.
I can see that too. Yeah. No disagreements.
All right, next, the big man on campus in the Shunei saga, Antonov.
Yeah. Wow, we got through 14 fast.
Yeah.
I fucking love Antonov.
Antonov is so good.
Now, Antonov is not the final boss. He's the mid-boss. He's like the one you get to before the final boss. And he's the guy who hosts the tournament after King of Fighters kind of goes to shit after 13. He buys the rights, and he hosts it himself, and he takes on the winning team by himself. And he's not like a evil guy. He's not like a guy with like ulterior motives. He just really likes fighting.
He is literally the only guy who has ever hosted a KOF tournament without ulterior motive.
Oh my.
Chizuru also had ulterior motives, but hers weren't like evil. Hers were like for the greater good. He just wants a fight.
Yeah.
And that's what he looks like in 15.
This guy is the living embodiment of that Arnold Schwarzenegger quote of, because after dinner, everyone ought to have a cigar, so I tried it. Well, the rest is history. I'm still smoking stogies. I love it. And he introduced me to something really good. Okay, whatever.
The quote was like, and I smoke cigars wherever I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
Birthday, January 11th. Birthplace is Russia. Height, 7 feet tall. Weight, 265 pounds. Job, KOF 14 tournament master / billionaire. Likes pets such as dogs, cats, and squirrels. Dislikes changes based on the surroundings. Hobbies, watching calming programs, mainly one featuring small animals. Favorite food, different every meal. Forte in sports. It just says only watches sports.
Yeah, so he's not a sports guy. He watches it. He just doesn't play sports. I think this is what Sylvie meant when she called him cute, because he likes sappy animal movies and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he there's a really there's only a few cutscenes in 14, but one of them is him watching an old Yeller type movie and fucking crying while watching it. And in 15, after his company gets blamed for what happened in 14 because there was a lot of property damage, he essentially escapes and starts his own wrestling federation. That's why he looks like Randy Savage over here.
It fucking rules.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I think he's straight. He's just really in touch with his emotions.
Yeah.
He's like Macho Man in that way.
Yeah.
Macho Man has cried a few tears.
God,
So
that
every
interview
person off the
that
spectrum.
interview is so good.
I think that Antonov is one of those people who would have been gay, but he has like a lot of preconceived notions about what gay people are and can and cannot be, and he's like, "Oh, I'm too masculine to be gay," entirely unaware of everything.
Yeah, I don't
Like-
think it comes from a hateful place. It just comes from like a I don't know place.
Yeah.
I also believe he's straight. I believe but Antonov is daddy.
Pretty
Antonov would take care of you.
Antonov could take care of me.
All right. Next, the boss of 14, and probably another enigma, a positive affection, if you will. Verse.
Okay, so I have a proposal. Do you want to just lump Verse and the bosses from 15 together? Because we're not going to say anything different.
You know what? That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the 15 one too because it's like the first female final boss, but also there's not really much else to say.
They're fucking boring.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, like, visually they're neat, but they're just monsters. So,
Yeah.
that's Verse. This is the final boss from 15, Otama Raga.
And it's important that when you spell out her name, it's Otama equals Raga, no dash.
Yeah,
Oh.
Otama Raga. And I don't have a picture of Reverse on hand,
Well, Reverse is just Isla.
essentially, yeah. So, the whole deal with these is that these are creatures that exist because of the time paradox that happened at the end of 13 when Ash did his thing and reset time and didn't exist anymore. It caused a paradox, and that's what Verse is. And when they defeated Verse in 14, he had all the souls of all the people who died in the King of Fighters tournaments. And when Verse died, all of them came back to life. That's
It
why
was it's their excuse essentially to do a soft reboot on the franchise.
He is literally a plot device.
Yeah.
But Otama Raga is like an extra dimensional, like, god being, and like
They say what? She's the goddess of truth.
and apparently she's stronger than Orochi?
Hmm.
Yeah, there's not a lot. You have to dig really deep to find any information on them.
Yeah, that's they're just monsters for all intents and purposes, really.
Yeah.
We had more to say about Orochi than these guys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Because at least Orochi actually identifies as they, them.
Yo.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Orochi is genderless / non-binary, so
Kind of based.
yeah, kinda.
Isn't Orochi just they them because they're an 8-headed snake?
Not in KOF.
Yeah,
I mean-
no. Orochi's like technically yes, but Orochi is like a god being that inhabits a physical human body.
So the form we see them in KOF is not the serpent, but like that is the same creature, yes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, those are the monster bosses, but we're still not done with KOF 14 yet.
No, because we
That
have
was just another permutation of my running gag, where all characters named Orochi are the same Orochi from Okami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Orochi though.
All right. We have two more. Before we get to the big boy, so to speak. First, we have Najd.
Mm.
Najid.
Najd.
Oh,
So,
Very
I can
pretty.
say some stuff about Najed.
Oh, say some stuff.
Najed was actually designed as part of a fan design contest, I believe in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
And she was designed by a Saudi Arabian woman, I believe.
Yeah, designed by Saudi Arabian artist Mashil Al-Barak.
Yep.
mm.
She's so fucking cool. I love her a lot. She was a DLC character, so she doesn't have a lot of story stuff going on. Birth date September 24. Birthplace Saudi Arabia. Height 168 centimeters. Job is she's a student. Likes cosmetics. Dislikes people who lack courtesy. And her favorite food is dates.
Nice.
She's a girl with a sense of justice. She fancies herself something of like a superhero by night. But not like in a flamboyant way, sort of like in a Batman-ish way.
Yeah.
Batman is flamboyant as hell.
Well, I mean, not like in the tight leather sense, but like Avenger of the Night way. Like
She's literally wearing tight leather in this picture.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean like bulky armor. I mean, like when I think of Batman, it's less the black latex and more like the bulletproof vests at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Naj is like, I guess she's more like Spawn or something visually. Like with
Yeah,
the,
she can control shadows, like that's her whole thing. She has like shadow demons that she can summon.
but for good.
Yeah. She doesn't have a whole lot of. She's kind of. It's interesting. She's like an explorer. Like she's trying to go out and explore the world. Like. She's like a very bright-eyed. Like despite her appearance, she's like a very bright-eyed personality.
Yeah, like she doesn't have a whole lot of a lot of interesting things to say with her like win quotes and stuff, but a lot of them exude like this sort of feeling that she's just happy to like get out and see so many interesting people in these fights and stuff.
She does say to Rock though, "I sense the power of darkness. I pray you don't turn evil."
I think she's they lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it.
God, her
I love
costume is so cool too. I hope she comes back.
I love the Virgil hair that she's got.
Yeah.
You know what she is? She is Archer from Fate Stay Night.
Yeah.
Damn! You nailed
Ah,
Yeah.
it. You nailed it.
Archer Fate's really cool too.
It would be such a shame for this design to not be in another game.
Yeah. All right. And speaking of Rock, the probably one of my favorite characters ever in a fighting game series, and also the other KOF character to share my birthday, Rock Howard.
Did you not talk about Rock before? Has he never been in a KOF game before?
I was mistaken that we did not talk about Rock. We touched upon him like in the previous video, but we didn't actually have a full discussion about him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Rock. So we can talk about Rock. Yeah.
So Rock Howard is the adopted son of Terry Bogard and the biological son of Geese Howard.
Got two dads.
Because, and not at the same time, because one, Geese is dead, and two, he hates Geese.
It's okay. He came back.
Yeah, Geese is not dead in the KOF timeline. Don't worry about it.
Now he's not. Okay.
Yeah. You know what the fucking line was? They fucking forgot. When they put him in 96, they forgot he was dead in Fatal Fury. And they're like, oh, different timeline. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man. An important thing about Rock is that he's struggling with his two, like, not his two identities, but, like, the fact that...
Straight and gay.
That his two dads are on opposing sides. One is good, one is evil. One is literally his blood runs hot with evil.
The blood in his veins urges him to sin.
It burns.
And then, but on the other hand, his other dad is Terry Bogard, so Mr. Terrence Bogard, who is one of the nicest men. He's just
Rock Howard, confused bisexual man.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has very big difficulty talking to any pretty lady that he sees.
Yeah. And that's very evident with like a lot of his win quotes in 14, because like it's the first time he's had a lot of specific win quotes like since Garou, because like he appeared in a bunch of crossover games, but he would never get any special treatment like that. So like to see him interact that way against a lot of girls, it's like it really shows. But as far as his interactions with guys, it really just focuses on like his relationship with Terry and how Terry's just like been a great surrogate father for him and how much he just fucking hates his dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
The
also
bisexual urge to hate your dad.
yeah.
True. Like Rock is just, he's one of the most beloved characters in SNK's whole catalog. People love him. And for the simple reason of, oh, he's just a cool looking guy.
Yeah.
He's just a cool guy. We don't need anything else.
He is literally the Trunks of KOF.
Yes.
Even down to the fucking jacket.
Yep.
Oh my god, it is the same jacket. Just give him the sword. There, I didn't piece that together. Holy shit.
He's the son of a previous villain, you know, who's like meant to carry on the future.
There you go. We got two versions of that. We have Rock, and then we have the gay one, Adelheid.
You have the gay one and the bi one.
There we go.
Do Rock and Adelheid fuck? That's the question.
There we go. There we go.
Alright, so that should be it for KOF 14.
Yes, that is the last one. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. And
Yeah,
they are the new people in 15.
Home
There's
stretch.
only 5 new characters in 15. That's right.
Well, I mean, we talked about Reverse and Otamaraga, but you know, who cares? First off, one of the two big new names, Isla.
Isla is cut from the same cloth, let's say, as Shune is. Not necessarily design-wise, but like she's got the same sort of like stand powers going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's also designed to be like a rival type character.
She's sort of got the street punk painter aesthetic going on because she's got the gas mask and the spray paint.
She's from Chile.
Man,
It's the hair, right?
She's got fucking blue, white, and pink in her color scheme.
Or she has blue hair and pronouns.
yeah.
I love Isla. I think Isla's really cool. I'm going with the trans bisexual, 5'6", 56 kilograms, unnamed parents. She's a street graffiti artist, likes painting graffiti, Amanda, and daydreaming. Oh, Amanda, so unlike Shune, who's like rejecting his stand powers, Isla literally named her stand, and she named it Amanda.
Not only does she name her stand, like she's made friends with her stand will take selfies for her.
Yeah. Dislikes bossy adults. Hobbies, walking around town and painting. Favorite food is chilenitos. Forte in sports is parkour. Yeah.
Like every interaction she has with like what she perceives as an adult is "fuck you, I won't do what you tell me."
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. So it's like Isla's just she's really rebellious. She's very outspoken, but also she kind of crumples like a piece of paper under any sort of pressure. Like, so I definitely buy the bisexual thing. I can definitely see that.
She talks a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Not as much
can't
as
put up.
Kukri, but talks a lot.
Yeah. I think everyone agrees that her fit is better than Shune's.
Yes. 100%.
That's not even close.
That thigh tattoo has a lot more personality than all of Shune.
Yep.
All right. Next, the other big new name and a lot of people's favorites, Dolores.
Look at this Bayonetta design.
I love Dolores. This is the high femme lesbian of my dreams.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh man, it's really funny that like she's very prim, proper, likes cleanliness and shit.
She's 6'1".
Oh,
Big.
she loves cleanliness and being prim and proper. Her ability, not just earth, is mud.
Yeah, she's like mud control. Birthplace is Mali. She's Malian. 6'1", 60 kilograms. By the way, she is Kukri's adoptive mother. She is the adopted mom of Sand Guy.
Damn, did a shitty job.
No, literally, there's like an ending with her and Terry and Vanessa where they talk about how they talk about how fucking hard it is to be a parent, and she's like, and they're like, and Terry's like, but it's all worth it, right? And Dolores is like, no, it's not. She's a medium / hermit. Likes order and discipline, dislikes chaos. Hobbies, observing the celestial bodies, astronomical observation, so you know she's got everyone's birth charts memorized.
For sure.
Favorite food is tagine. And 14 sports is beach volleyball.
God, she's practically already dressed for it.
For real. God, she's so good. Love her
Honestly,
so much.
honestly, I'm right there with you. High femme lesbian.
Yeah, I got no disagreements there.
God, Dolores is so good.
What a confident design this is.
Yeah. All right. Next.
AOFB giving us the characters of color that we really deserve.
For
There you
real. For
Like back
real.
to back.
Back to back bangers.
All right. Next, a very interesting name, Cronin McDougal.
So here's the weird part, is that we kind of already talked about him, but we actually haven't. Because there was a little confusion upon his reveal of like, is this K49? I thought, this isn't him, right? And apparently it's not.
No,
But
it is.
It is.
He
He
is.
just renamed himself.
All right.
He
yeah.
rebooted himself.
Yeah, we did talk a little bit about K49 because K49 stinks.
K49 is just an Akira reference. That's all he is.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this one's an Akira reference, but good.
This one's like a Akira reference, but it's also an Outlaw Star reference. Fucking McDougal brothers.
I love K49. I think he's a fucking dumbass himbo man who's angry at everything.
Edgy boy.
He's actually, I can't even call him a himbo. 5'6", 128 pounds. Former Nest agent, likes his motorcycle and his goggles. Dislikes order, people who get his name wrong. Hobbies, motorcycle touring. Favorite food is nuts and rations. Forte in sports is none.
I thought you said people could get his order wrong. God. Okay, like, here's how edgy a boy he is. He got special ending edit team art for Team Edgy Boys.
Yeah. Iori, Gato, and Cronin.
They all simultaneously hate being there, and also are having a blast.
Yeah.
Man, Cronin's like, why does Angel like him? Why?
Angel likes a pathetic little wet man.
What is the correct descriptor?
Oh, God.
She is just like me, for real.
Uh,
He's like an angry cat of a man.
he is, though.
Sneers
at everybody. He hates everybody.
This man is bisexual, but he's in heavy denial about liking men.
Yeah.
I think he's in heavy denial of liking anybody.
True. You know what? I can see that.
All right, if that's it for Cronin, then let's the last two, and they're both from the same source, because they're both also Samurai Showdown imports. First, we have Haomaru, the face of Samurai Showdown.
Look at this guy.
Fucking love Haomaru. He's so cool.
So Haomaru, unlike Nako, has so much going on. Like, his whole deal is that, like, he believes he's the best, and he kind of is. His super is literally doing a bunch of, like, slicing upward strikes until he, like, rises above his opponent. It's so symbolic it hurts.
Alright, height is 5'8", weight is 152 pounds. Job is listed as Wanderer, because you could just do shit back in Edo, Japan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Likes duels, sake, and his sword. Dislikes cowards and, quote, grease bugs, which are cockroaches.
Okay.
Hobbies are napping and training. Favorite food is sake. That sucks, Haomaru. Special skill is street performance. He insists it's a serious display of swordsmanship. Unpleasant points, his short temper, and people who are too hot-headed. And his sword is called Fugu Doku, or blowfish poison.
Huh.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Sake jug. He also uses that as a weapon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't it?
Haomaru is one of those characters. He's kind of like Kyo in a way, where like he's really popular, but his popularity is overshadowed by another character parallel to him. Yeah, like I said, Nakaruru is the most famous Samurai Showdown character by a lot, but he's right up there, and he's really cool. He's been in a lot of side games. He's been in a lot of spin-offs and other crossovers that aren't KOF, but this is his first time in a proper KOF game.
He was added to Soul Calibur, and it says a lot that in a game with Mitsurugi, he still stands out.
Yeah, Haomaru in Soul Calibur is like a dream for me, because I've always wanted to see if there was any like weapon fighter I wanted to see crossover with Soul Calibur, it was Samsho, because I thought it fit the best.
Yeah.
And to actually see Haomaru versus Mitsurugi was like a dream for me.
Nice.
It's weird that Haomaru is in the same game as 2B.
Yeah.
And Geralt.
Yeah, right?
Good old Jerry.
He's just like a really chill guy who loves swords, who loves like practicing swords, he loves fighting people and loves drinking. He's just really chill and laid back. He'll hang out with anybody, he'll fight with anybody. He's like, for someone who's like really hot, like really into the heat of battle and all that, he's like really chill and easy to talk to among the Sam Showcast. That being said, he does have a fiance.
Oh.
Like, yeah, he does have, like, it's sort of like a will they, won't they sort of thing, because Sam Show's story just kind of goes all over the place after a while, but, like, it's like a canon thing, like, at least in the first 2 games, that he did have a woman who was waiting for him to come back one day.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably just straight. I think the biggest tension there would be gay is that, like, his rivalry with Genjiro, but Genjiro's... It's not quite a Kyo and Iori thing, because Genjiro's somehow even more intense than Iori.
That rules.
Yeah, I think he's probably straight, but if he's not straight, then he's not gay. He's like pan.
I can see that.
Like he could be like an Iron Bull type.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I'm going pretty straight, yeah.
Same.
Alright, and that brings us to the finale.
And the last one, who, I'm gonna be honest, I wish it was Ruijang instead, but whatever. It's Darly Dagger.
Darly motherfucking Dagger.
That's fucking good.
One of the newer characters in Samurai Showdown.
Woolly's stand.
Yes.
Where do we fucking begin with Darly Dagger?
First of all,
She's not a pirate.
She's not a pirate. She's a ship maker. She's a shipbuilder.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't look at the pirate flag. That's the skull and crossbones that are on her blade. No, that's because she likes building ships.
Yeah.
It's because it's a saw blade. It's meant to like cut wood and shit to build ships with.
Exactly.
The saw blade and a hammer, and the skull's eyes are hearts.
Yep.
Let's go through her profile likes and dislikes, shall we?
Height 186 centimeters. Weight? Huh? I can't hear you. Birthplace somewhere in the African Sea. Likes ships and freedom. Dislikes people who are all talk and both belittle and destroying her ships. Favorite food is castella.
Nice.
Forte in sports is surfing. Special skill can fabricate anything. Finds it unpleasant when mistaken for a pirate. And her saw sword is called Libertalia.
A jagged saw sword.
Yep.
Darly, put it simply, is a lot. She shares a lot of similarities with Haomaru. She's really strong. She does enjoy a great fight. She loves what she does for a living, but she also does not take any shit.
Nope.
Probably the most rugged female in the entire Sam Show cast. Like, one of her win animations, she picks up like a big barrel of alcohol, busts it open, and then drinks from it.
I love her so much. I am in love with Darlie Dagger. So just for that, I hope that she likes women too.
Honestly, it would be really weird if she didn't like women.
Yeah. I would say either lesbian or bi with a femme preference. That's what I'm ruling here.
Even though she's not a pirate, I'm staking the claim that she is a pirate lesbian.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm landing too. I think she will get with anybody. But I think like ideally she likes to be. I mean, again, I can't say too much because I'm clearly biased because I'm in love with Darlie Dagger.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, who could blame you?
Yeah. I like her a lot. I think she's cool, and I think she says that she's gay and doesn't take it any further. She's like one of those gay people. It's like, I don't really want to think about this too much, so I'm just gonna say I'm gay, but it's just whatever. I don't got anything else to say.
Yeah, no, we're all done. Thanks for listening to LGBT+VG. I know it's been a long time since the last one, and the next time we do this, I promise you, it won't take 2 years. Whether or not it'll take longer, who knows? If you want to listen to more, you can find all of them in their own playlist on the CheezVT YouTube channel, or if you go to youtube.com and search LGBT+VG, that is LGBT plus VG.